If everybody else is good.
Rock and roll.
All right. April 12th, 1926, 8:15 p.m. The Beacon Island Lighthouse off the shore of Folly Point, Massachusetts, ceased to cast its light over the region's dangerous rocky waters about 15 minutes ago. As a result, the SS Essex County, a mixed passenger and cargo vessel on which you are all traveling to Rockport, has foundered on the rocks and incurred considerable damage to its hull. The ship is sinking, and the crew hurries you towards one of the many small rowboats acting as the ship's lifeboats. As they load you in, they tell you your best bet is to aim for Beacon Island. They doubt you'll make the mainland as a storm is brewing. You should have just enough time to reach the island before it hits. Then, without another word, they shove you off into the dark, churning waters. All you have to guide you is the small light shining at the base of the lighthouse's towering silhouette.
Hmm. So I guess we follow the lighthouse. Does anybody have the ability to get us there?
So you're basically in like a small rowboat
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna have like oars, and that's where you're being told to head towards.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the three of you in this boat. There's no one else with you, so I don't know if y'all want to take a time to kind of, if y'all know each other or want to introduce yourselves or whatever you want to do right there.
Um, I guess I can introduce myself. I am Kosher Hafer, doctor, PhD, MD, all of the above. Uh, I am a female from the U.S. I did not get a picture. I probably should find a picture.
Yes,
My
sir.
name is Alexei Rentresko Jr. I'm from Russia. I am a
Hmm.
rich commercial fisherman.
I wish I could do accents. I'm not good at it.
Hmm.
Can't either. That's a lousy Russian accent. I did better when I'm looking in the mirror and
I
I'm not embarrassing myself in front of other people.
I got the southern one down though, so if I want to play
Oh
a
yeah,
southern, I
that's the
got
one.
that.
You got that Southern Belle going on.
Oh, dear
But I am a
Lord.
commercial fisherman and I am from Russia. I have left Russia and I
I
live
am
in
Declan.
Sanford, Maine.
I am Declan Nightshade, and I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm a criminal.
Well, even criminals need doctors.
More so than mothers.
So is there anything else
Mm,
y'all like want to reveal or do, or you just want to?
If no one minds, I would rather not tip the boat and end up in the rocks. I knew how to navigate this, and I shall get us to the shore
Oh, that
as
would be
swiftly as I
awesome
can.
because I cannot paddle with a darn, but I could try to help with the rowing. And I believe my
Okay.
strength score is high enough. Yeah, it's
I,
decent. My strength
I
score is
don't
not too
I
bad.
don't I don't need anything from you yet. So you guys, after you kind of briefly introduce yourself, you're kind of floating along the waters, but you're gonna. I know that Nan's character. What'd you say your name was? I ain't gonna remember it.
Kosher, like the pickle.
Oh, yes, I will. I will now because it's weird. Um, so Coacher grabs an oar and Alexi grabs, I assume you grab an oar too. And so you're going to start moving towards the lighthouse. So it's going to, are y'all kind of doing it fast, slow, or are we in a hurry?
Um,
Or
Well,
y'all,
it,
the water's kind of choppy because the storm's brewing. So it's dark and the water's
so,
choppy.
yeah, we're not going to do this. Now, when you say it's in a boat or it's a rowboat, now I'm assuming that you got the boat right, and then you're reaching out and you just rowing it. It's going to have a ring on either side of the gunnels of the boat, and it's got a oar going through it, and then you're rowing it this way. So
Yeah, that's fine. So one person could do it or two.
Yeah.
Um, I have
And
seen those kind of boats have the ring that you're talking about, or just have the oars. So however we want to play it, it's the
okay.
same type of boat.
Okay. I wasn't sure. That's how I had it pictured. I wasn't sure how.
Yeah, no. Um, so as you start to row and you make yourself kind of, it's getting closer. You can see the light on the lighthouse is starting to come closer and closer into view. But just as you're getting to where you think you're about to hit the shore, the rowboat hits something hard, and you're like, and it stops.
Now,
So
what
we
did you
hit a
hit?
rock.
I
So
thought you said you could do this.
you should have been watching for the rock. I'm facing away. It's which you're not paying attention.
That's not my job. I said I'd help you row, but apparently you could do it all by yourself.
What did we hit?
What
So
did
for
we hit?
here, I need you to do a no and a spot hidden roll.
A
Okay.
no?
I'm good at those.
Yeah, there's a
I,
hold on, I'll tell you the difference.
Do you want all of us to do a spot hidden or just people who are proficient in it?
Everyone, if you would like to try
Everyone.
to see what the boat hit.
And you said a
I'm
no?
rolling high. And what's a no?
Is it not on there?
I
I
don't
do
see a
not see it.
no. Do you
It
spell
should
it
be.
KN or do you spell it NO?
Yeah, no, as in like KNN, like knowledge,
Knowledge?
but just no.
I don't have a knowledge on here.
Oh, that's what it's telling me. I'm looking through. I don't even see it in the thing. Why is it telling me you need one? We'll just go with spot
I
hidden.
I got a success.
Awesome. I'm glad somebody was
So,
paying attention.
right. So, Declan sees that there is a looks like twisted metal that has become lodged on a nearby sandbank, and it extends out, and he can tell that uh it you only are seeing a bit of the metal, but you can tell that it goes below the surface and that there's more of this metal that's lurking below the surface. From what with his role, from what you looking at the metal, there's no identifying marks, so he can't tell like what it is other than it appears to have potentially been a sunken ship. So it may be a part of a ship, but none of you investigators are going like any of you aren't going to recall hearing about a shipwreck in the area anytime soon or like within the recent past.
Okay.
And the
That was
last
that
thing
was
is that there's a relatively small number of barnacles that can be seen on the hole or on the piece of metal, and so there's a just a general lack of deterioration on it. So you can tell, or Declan can tell, that it hasn't been there for very long.
I would relay this to everyone.
okay.
So it hasn't been there for very long. So I mean somebody put it here.
Or it was just recently it just recently sank. And it doesn't surprise me because look at the ship we were on. It's up on the rocks. So
And
that means the lights that is the lighthouse even working?
It doesn't appear like you don't see it, like you just see the light at the bottom.
Okay, so the lighthouse isn't working, so the boats are just shoddy American worksmen craftsmen. The lighthouse aren't working.
Mm-hmm. Except we're not in America right now, dear sir.
We're in Massachusetts.
That's America.
No. I refuse. No. They threw
Lord
tea
have
in the
mercy.
water. They threw tea in the water.
And so
Um,
I am so I'll I'll try to get us off of this.
Okay,
And
so you are currently, the boat is actually lodged into the metal. So in order to do that, I'm gonna need a pilot roll. Um,
pilot or navigate?
Pilot.
I
Pilot,
have pilot, I think.
pilot, pilot, pilot.
So a pilot works like, so it says pilot with boat and comma. So like a boat or car or anything like that, that's where pilot would apply.
Okay, so that's what I put navigate. So I put it under the wrong thing.
I mean, since you did that and you wanted it to be pilot, just go ahead and roll the navigate, and you can fix it.
I
The
don't
only
even
thing I
see
have is
pilot,
drive auto. I don't have anything for boat.
and I have heavy
It's fine.
navigation.
It would still be it just would be a pilot roll. It don't have to say boat specifically. It would just be piloting in general.
I don't see where it says pilot. I just see drive.
Wow, I am rolling really high. I failed my navigate, which would have been my pilot roll. So, or navigate or operate heavy equipment, but I would have that fails both of them. So,
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let
how
me.
deep is it?
It's a little late to ask that now, don't you think?
So
No, no,
you're close to the shore. So I mean,
no, no.
it's
How
not going to
deep
be.
the metal? The boat is on the metal. So how deep is the metal underneath the boat? So I can jump off the boat and push, right?
So yeah. So
There is
with the failed roll, your rowboat is holed during your attempt, and so while you were trying to get it free, it actually gets a hole in the side of it, and it starts to take water and is beginning to sink. So it's going to
I
force all of you guys to swim to shore.
Ooh,
So
I
it's
have
only a
mechanical
couple of.
repair.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it in this instance. With the failed roll, it happens. So like it's starting to go under quickly, and you're just going to jump out.
okay. So
Alright,
yeah.
so
And
you want
so
swim checks?
Constance, before you go further for a no roll, a general knowledge roll, it's your education sense. So it's based off of your education.
okay, I was actually trying to Google that one, but I didn't want to stop.
It's all
Because
right,
I
I
thought
got
that
you.
I appreciate it. I thought that it would be on the sheet. I think it's weird that it's not, but whatever. We'll know that further.
So if you are looking for something that is like archaeology based, you would hit your I'm proficient in archaeology and hit the knowledge button or the the education button.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was trying to Google it, but then we got to this point. So,
hmm
um,
It's
let me.
actually in a Reddit thread.
So you don't need to do a swim roll. You when you get out into the water, it's a couple of feet deep. Like you wouldn't be able to touch right away. But as you kind of fight the current and make your way towards the shore, you're gonna be able to step, and hit the ground. So it's gonna take you a few minutes of splashing around with the way that the water is moving about, but you're actually able to make it to the land. You're cold, you're wet, you're battered. You may have a few bruises on you, but you make it safely.
You said you didn't want us to get wet at all. And yet, here we are, inside of the water, getting all kinds of the wet.
I assume you're talking to
Grimdar's
Alexi.
character? Yeah, Alexi.
I'm sorry. Well, I didn't want to have to swim in deeper water in a storm, but it's not that far. I got us this close to safety.
Mhm.
By the way, on that, did y'all see that map?
No, you
It
haven't moved us.
actually. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I had to do that. There you go. I had it pulled up and forgot to move you to it. So it actually shows you the map, but it has your location on the small one. So that's like where you started at from the ship, and we're headed towards the lighthouse beacon that's by Rockport. I completely forgot I had to move your little red thing.
So
It's been a
we're up
minute
at the
since.
very top north there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now that you've made it to the shore, you're going to move to this map that you should be able to see now.
It just what looks like a mansion.
Well, it's Beacon Island. It's got several buildings on it actually if you look deeper. So when you get there, as y'all guys were swimming, I'm gonna ask you this because I assume this is what you're gonna want to do, but we all know what assuming can do. So as you're swimming, you're actually going to be approaching towards the south pier, which would be right in that area. Why is my colors blue? Whatever. I hate blue, but it'll be fine.
Change it.
And so I assume that as you're making your way towards the shore, you're going to see the pier and head towards it. But is that what y'all
Yeah.
want to do, or do you want to try to head somewhere else on to the beach, or do you want to head towards the pier?
Ah,
Well,
I would
the
probably
beach
head.
at the pier. So unless there's a ladder to climb up the pier out of the water.
I would probably swim to like here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would just probably swim to the beach and follow everyone.
Okay. So we'll assume that you don't. For right now, you don't have to put your characters on there. You can if you want to put your token, but you don't have to. So the pier, right there leads to a narrow dirt path. Around it is long grass. So after you come up off the, what we consider the beach, it's not exactly a beach. It's going to be like a shore that, like, if our fishermen would know, like you got a little, probably like a foot of sand, and then it hits long grass. It's not very much beach, but you'll walk up on it and you would see a narrow dirt path, and you could just faintly hear what sounds like the churning of machinery. It sounds like it's close by.
Sounds like somebody's home.
Yeah. Sounds like the light of the
Oh, and I lied to y'all. It's
I'm
this pier up at the top. I didn't mean to do that. It's up here. My bad.
no, that's either way. I mean, in
Yeah,
my I'm going to assume that what we hear is possibly the lighthouse light circling around, but the light is not lit. So
if you would like to know if maybe you could figure out what the sound of the machinery is, you can give a mechanical roll or electrical repair roll to see if you can identify the sound.
don't I'm not
I
trained in
just
either one of those, but I will try.
I just want to know which direction it's coming from.
It You can't exactly tell, but
Okay.
from what, not 100%, but it sounds like it's coming from like the direction
Of the pathway?
of the buildings that you see,
Okay.
which I'm trying to ping. It's
No,
not cooperating with me.
not sure what it is.
All right.
Does anybody have a mechanical skill?
I
Could
have
you
mechanical repair.
Okay, so he can roll mechanical repair to see if you can identify it.
For some reason, it's not rolling.
I'm rolling mine. Oh, I rolled yours twice. You failed both times.
Must have a slight delay with your
Yeah,
internet.
probably. Okay, that's fine. So that doesn't hurt you any. You just don't know what it is, basically. Um, so you hear it, but none of you are able to know what it is. So you're just gonna keep making your way up on that path. So after walking shortly, it's
No, I'm
kind of
tall.
dark.
My size says otherwise.
Funny, hilarious. You're gonna as you get closer to where this building is. I don't know if y'all want to put the tokens. You can. It's just up to you. Um,
Hey, Constance, what do I see around me? Is it just like buildings and trees and like
yes.
no flowers or anything? And you said a
You would
storm
see.
was
So
coming
you're on the
or
path. You're on that path. So like in the tall grass, you're gonna see like wildflowers, not flowers, but just like weed flowers basically that are growing. And so it's tall. The grass hasn't been cut in a long time. So it's going to be real tall, but you don't see people or you don't see any animals or anything like that. It's just dark and quiet and rainy
So it's raining.
and
Is it like a
spooky.
heavy storm coming, or is it just it's a
No,
regular?
right. Well, the heavy storm is coming. Like you could. That's why they kicked you off the boat. But
Hmm.
like I said, it hasn't quite reached yet. So right
Okay.
now it's raining, but it's not a concern as of yet.
Okay. All right. So it's not. I don't see anything like weird in the bushes or anything, and it's just there's light for me to see then to go up the path.
So yes, there's light coming from the buildings.
Okay. So dim
Um,
light. Okay. Okay.
yeah, it's not great light, but there is light coming from the buildings. You don't know why, but there is, and but you don't see much happening at the moment. As you get closer to right here, which is the entrance to this building, I assume that you're just going to keep making your way up. You still not see anything. You notice that the front door is slightly ajar, and there is a steady glow that's coming from within inside the building,
And where is the front door here?
right here
Okay.
to number 3. So what you're seeing is 3 is what I'm talking about. Um, on either side of that door is a window. So there's 2 windows on either side. There are thin curtains that are drawn over both, but there is a light that's still shining through, and it looks very warm to you guys, like it's welcoming. And the
I'm gonna
path
walk.
that you are on continues towards the back of the lighthouse. So number 2 is actually the lighthouse itself.
Okay. I'm
So if you
gonna.
would like to at this time, you can do a spot hidden roll to see if you see anything more than what I just told you see.
We are approximately there.
No, you are approximate. I can't move you. Right now, you're about right there at this
Okay.
entrance.
We're here.
I
Okay.
like your character picture, by the way.
Thank you.
I was just trying to figure out how to change mine, but I'll let. If you can do it, you can. Find me somebody, and you can change it to it.
I can send you the picture, but you'd have to change it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Find
she
me.
can. You would
Find
have
me
to
a
put it in
picture.
there, but you could find him a picture. But with the successful, who rolled successful?
Oh, I
I
didn't
do.
roll yet. I apologize. Which role are
Oh
you
no,
looking
you're
for?
fine.
Spot.
The
Spot
hidden
hidden.
It's
one.
That's almost like, oh my god, you failed it by 1 point.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah, you rolled a 26 and your thing to get was a 25.
Wait, so I want to
That's
roll lower than? Okay, that I'm not used to these scores, so, like how this works.
yeah,
So I want to
yeah.
roll lower than the meat score then.
Yep.
Yes. So
Okay.
the doctor does not see what they see, but both Declan and Alexi are going to see small, muddy, almost animal-like footprints that are in front of the cottage door. Um, but beneath those footprints, you see distinct boot prints, and they're kind of overlaying each other. And by the boot prints, you see it's partially obscured by track marks. If you would like
Can
to try to identify the footprints, it would be a natural world or a science roll for biology or zoology
Are you
to
guys gonna
identify.
point those out to me?
I will.
Okay, because I have biology. I do have science. It's not. It is human. Where's my biology roll?
I don't have that, but I will.
There it is.
If it's fine with everyone, I'm gonna put my hand on the handle of my revolver.
Sure. That would be considered in Call of Cthulhu being readied.
Mm.
That's what they consider readied. And actually, from what I understand, gives you an advantage if you go into turn order.
That's not right because I'm supposed to have been able to add points to that, I guess. I don't know. I don't care. I'll move on.
Okay, let me go. I was trying to change my color.
It's all right. You take your time.
So, are you
'Cause
is she the only one that has that ability? No one has the natural world or other
I have
signs?
natural world. It's a 10, but that's about it.
I mean, you
So
can go for it. I can't. You probably fail, but you never know.
the
Yeah,
funny
I
thing
failed.
is, like, it never came up for me to be able to add points to that when I was doing the character master.
Oh, so your biology should be higher than 1.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been in your science. Um,
Yeah, it never came up and give me ability to do that. So I'm going, if
I
you're all
think
right
we
with
meant
me playing around with
probably.
it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to probably manually put it in, like we did with your pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to do it instead of pharmacy. Put biology.
Yep,
So
yep.
go ahead and fix it. We'll kind of pause right there, and
I will.
because
Yep,
you
yep.
definitely are proficient in that, and you shouldn't have just a 1.
No, I should not.
I think she's the only one that has a biology skill. So
There we go. And take off that mode. And now I'll push the button again. Bring it.
okay. So that's just a normal success. So all you can tell by looking at these footprints is that it appears to be duck-like in nature.
Duck like quack quack duck.
Yes, that they're basically it's webbed like so the footprints are webbed like a duck's feet would be.
Mm. So these could be duck, they could be goose, they could be geeses. It could also be a platypus.
So, you don't know.
But I
That's
can't
all you
tell.
can tell.
Yeah, but I can't tell. It's like it's a webbed foot creature that had made these.
It could be
Um,
pelican. We are on an
yeah,
island. It
could
could
be
be pelican.
pelican. Well,
It
here's
could be
the other
seagull.
thing.
Could be
Um,
seagull.
the how deep are the impressions in there? Can I tell that from that roll?
No, and like I said, you have you have those footprints, but then there's boot prints over them, and so they're kind of starting to dissipate. So, um, not really. You can just tell that they look duck-like, but you wouldn't know
Okay.
how long they've been there.
Okay.
But
Hmm.
obviously, just common sense tells you that it wasn't that recent because if it's starting to disappear, it wasn't 10 minutes ago.
Right. And with the
But
rain, I'd expect it to be getting filled in
exactly.
and yeah, okay.
There's the sand is starting to move, so it's eventually you're not going to see any footprints at all right here. But as you're examining those footprints, the ocean actually starts to grow rougher. The storm that the sailors warned you about is beginning to roll through. Rain is beginning to patter down faster and faster from the sky. If you don't follow the footprints soon, they may be lost forever. As tracking will eventually become impossible. So you have a decision to make here. You may decide to follow the footprints or to go into the cottage, or you can split, which is completely up to you guys.
Follow the footprints or go into the cottage or we can split the party.
Exactly.
Um,
So these
I would
footprints, how big are they lengthwise? I mean, I put my foot next to them. How big are they?
Hold on, and I will tell you because that's not right in front of me. They are pretty large. Like I don't know what size. A little bit bigger than your foot,
Oh, so this is
like
a
in lengthwise.
this is a big bird. Okay, so we're gonna follow the bird tracks. This isn't like a typical um, pelican or a little web.
No, And just a tidbit of information, if her success had been a hard success or even higher, she would have known that. She would have known that these were unusual. But because she rolled just a success, that was the only information I could give you.
I didn't know I could change the different types of rolls until afterward.
Yeah, well, it depends on what number, whatever number you roll determines your type of success. So, like, you wouldn't have been able to change that anyways. That's RNG's
Well,
right there.
there is a button that you can click that says hard, regular, and whatnots. Alexi, are you a smoker?
No, I am not.
Mm.
I'm a drinker. I like my vodka.
The potato fruit. Got it.
Potato. It is all vodka.
All right. So I think the
The while
footprints don't
before,
interest me. So I think I'm going to go into the cottage and get out of the rain before I catch my cold because, as a doctor, I know that being cold can catch you and get you sick.
okay. So before you start to split away, or do whatever you're about to do, while y'all have been standing here, you can kind of hear strange rustling noises that you can all tell without a roll that it's not the wind. But as you look around, like if you say you heard the rustle and you jerked your head to look, you don't see anything. But you all feel like you're being watched. If you want to, you can do a listen, like a combined listen and spot hidden roll to see if you see or hear anything additional. But that's up to you guys. When just with the glimpse of your head, you're not seeing anything.
I mean, we should do the spot hidden roll because my character wouldn't like being watched.
Yeah, so you'll need to do. Let me Google this real quick because it says combined roll, and let me make sure I'm not doing that incorrectly. Because it says combined, and that's not what the rest of them do. So I'm trying to make sure that we have that correct before we do it.
So we need a combined roll of spot.
Hidden.
Listen and spot hidden. Yeah. But I'm looking because it doesn't
I do
say
not
either.
have spot listen. I just have spot hidden.
No, listen is separate. And it may be
Mhm.
like the no roll. So it may not specifically show up.
Mm.
We may have
It's
to.
a it's above locksmith on our character sheets.
Okay. So that it's listen and spot hidden.
I failed both of those rolls.
It's a combined one, though, right? So what do
I'm looking up. Let me it says you combine listen and spot hidden into a single notice skill. So let me. I'm trying to find it. I clicked on this and it took me into this major thing with a lot of reading, and that's not what I want. So a combined roll is when you roll a D100 only once and compare the result with those two skills. So in an example, electrical repair and science math, your one result has to pass both.
Okay, so you combine the two. So I have a 40 in spot hidden and I have a 20 in listen. So I need a 60 and I got to roll below a 60 and a D100.
No, it stays separate, but you only roll once. So like say her biology roll, she rolled a 25 and her spot hidden was 25 and listen is 20. That one roll would apply to both, but it wouldn't add together. Does that make sense?
Yes. So I passed. I made my spot hidden roll combination on the D100.
Where's yours at? Hold on. I see Declan's. Oh, I see it now. So what's your spot hidden?
40.
Okay, so what's your listen?
20.
So you passed on the spot hidden, but not the listen. Let me get back to open it back up so I can see what I'm doing. Sorry, I lost my spot, so I gotta find it again. Oh, so with your rolls, whether you passed or failed, you're all gonna look. You could tell with what you heard. You can look distinctly to where you know the noise came from. But if by the time you get to where it looks like, or it sounds like it came from, excuse me, there's nothing there. You, as far as there's not anything there, you may like there's some footprints on the ground that are what you've seen, but you don't see anything, and it's long gone. So, is everyone following the footprints of the other two following the footprints, or are we all sticking together and going inside the cottage? What do you guys want to do?
I think we should all stick together.
I agree. Safety in numbers, after all.
So you're all gonna go inside the cottage.
Yep.
Okay. So I assume Doctor, are you stepping in first?
Yeah.
So as you
I'm
step
not
in,
even gonna knock. I'm just gonna open the
that's
door
fine.
and
Well,
go in.
the door's already you can already see it's open, like it's partially open already. So once you step into the front door, you step straight into a hallway. And it looks like as you're in the hallway, it looks like it leads to 4 rooms. There's 2 on each side. And at the end of that hallway, there's a winding staircase that looks like it probably leads up towards the lighthouse at some point. Probably not all the way up to the lighthouse beacon at the top, but to somewhere in the lighthouse. You can tell that there's only one light lit, so there's light coming in, but it's only coming from one room.
I'll probably head to the light, toward the light, carefully. I don't know that I want to make a ton of noise, but I don't know also if I should be keeping quiet. I won't tiptoe,
Pretty
but
sure I don't
I'll
step
go
in.
slowly.
So it's dark in this hallway. Like I said, the only light you see is in that one room. So as you're walking, you're not, unless you want to let me. As you're walking, um, you see that there are 2 oil lanterns that are hanging on hooks. But there's also, you don't see it till you get closer on it. You know, obviously because it's kind of dark, so you're not going to see it until you're
Mm-hmm.
A little bit closer, and the light's starting to bring it into view. Nance, why did you leave the game?
You didn't.
It's showing you did. Anyways, but there's 2 hanging on the hooks, but there's also an empty hook, so it's suggesting that one is missing. But as you make your way into the room that has the light on, you enter into it. You see that in this, roughly in the center, not exactly, maybe not exactly center, but roughly in the center of the room, there are 3 armchairs. Um, and addition to the doorway you just came in from, there's also another door that you could see that is leading to somewhere else. In terms of any other furniture you may see, that there is a table to the left of the hall door. You also see a roll-top writing desk on the outer wall close to the other door. And they both have a wooden chair sitting next to them. The wood chair that is by the writing desk is currently on the floor, so it has been knocked backwards and is laying down on the floor. If you would like to investigate that chair to try to be an investigator and figure out what happened with that chair, you would need an intelligence roll.
Can I look at that lantern instead, please? See if we can get more light in here.
And I'll take a look at the chair.
Okay.
What was the other things to look at?
There's desk in there, but right now that's as far as we've made it. So, other than the chair knocked over, the table that's in the room, you can tell has several books on top of it. It looks like with the light being lit up, you can see the titles. So one of them is a maritime tale. There's a bird book in there. There's a repair manual for the lighthouse, a pipe, a pouch of tobacco. There's a pair of binoculars, a sketchbook, pencils, watercolor paints, paintbrushes, and paper. That's all spread out, on that table.
Okay.
And what
Can
next to the
I
table is a stack of paintings, and it appears to be watercolor paintings.
could I
Inside,
do
go
a
ahead.
uh,
Is,
could I search for traps in the room just to make sure we ain't walking into something?
Yeah, that would be a spot hidden roll.
could you delete my token that's on the board, please?
Yes.
I got a success.
Very nice.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not missing anything here.
And I'm going to check the. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. No, you don't see any traps in here.
So that lantern.
Yes, I'm flipping through the skills, trying to see what you need to roll.
Okay.
That's not helping me. It said, when playing Call of Cthulhu, set candles out to make the scene spoopy. That doesn't help me.
Yeah, make it spoopy.
Okay,
Turn off
so
all the lights.
it would be just a straight dexterity roll. Why, I don't know. That doesn't make much sense to me, but that's what I just found.
In case it catches on fire.
No, you got a critical success.
Yes!
So you have a lantern. Now, keep in mind that it is a lantern. So if we've has anybody, I assume we've all used oil lanterns before.
Uh-huh.
The light that you were getting from that lantern is the light that would come from a lantern. We're not talking about an LED flashlight.
Well, that's why I was trying to figure out how to make it brighter.
Yeah. So I mean, once with a critical success, you've got it lit up, but the way an oil lantern works, you got to increase. So it's increased up as high as it's going to go. I'm just saying, keep in mind that it's the light from a lantern, so it's not going to be as efficient as the electrical lighting that is hanging in this room, which you guys have been able to determine just from what you're seeing. This looks like it's probably a study. Um,
Is there a fireplace in there?
no.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to.
So if you want to look at the chair, it would be an intelligence roll.
Okay. And it's not just the chair. I'm gonna inspect the chair, make sure it's not broken, but I'm gonna see if there's any logbooks as well. So
I want to also check the desk.
Okay, I will wait on the desk and we will do that.
we're doing an intelligence roll, correct?
Yes. Nice. So what you this makes me think of Monk. Has anybody ever watched the show Monk?
Mm-hmm.
Not in a long.
So
Yep.
Yeah.
this is basically what you're doing here is you're like this chair is knocked over and you're trying to deduct from what you're looking at as to what happened. So you can tell by the way the chair is knocked over that whoever was in the chair stood up in a hurry, knocked the chair over in the process, and left the room.
Very good. So as they're standing up, their legs kicked the chair back, and it fell backwards.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
And so, what else did you say you were looking at?
What is on the desk? Basically, I'm looking for like a log book or a diary or some sort of thing like that.
So, on this desk, you're at the writing desk and not the roll top. So I assume that Declan's character is looking at the roll top desk, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll pause on that one. The writing desk, as you're looking at it, it has two drawers. There is the one on the left hand side is open, and you can see inside of it that there is a key that's snapped off inside its lock. The drawer holds an empty wooden box whose green velvet lining is shaped to hold a revolver. 6 bullets lie loose in that drawer, but the right hand drawer is locked.
Interesting. Okay, so there's a broken key in there. Um, can I try a strength roll to see if I can open that drawer that's locked?
Yes, or if you have the locksmith ability, you can try that as well.
I do
I
not.
have that.
Switch desks.
Well, we'll let him roll it, and if he's not able to get into it, he can always role play, call out, "Hey, can you get into this?" But he's got a success, so um, you were able to.
What? And
I assume
just
what are you
just
using? So with a strength roll, it's saying you're going to need something like a knife, a screwdriver, or a chisel.
okay. I was just gonna grab the drawer and see if I can just pull it open that way. And I
We'll
was
leave it
gonna
like
ask you if
that.
that can be a hard or extreme because at the top you can click. Or if you decide that's
Yeah,
going to be a hard roll, then I could
it
do it.
would be a normal success with a tool. So since you didn't use a tool, we'll leave it on hard, and just use it as a base strength roll, and just say that you just manned up and just broke that lock off its hinges, basically.
Okay.
So once you get the door open, there is a small journal inside of it that you can tell by looking at the cover that it's got the name George Cassidy on it. If you on the cover there is a rough sketch of an obelisk, and it just quickly flipping through it, you can see that the last entry that's in it was cut off abruptly, as if Cassidy was interrupted while drawing it, or not drawing, writing it. And I will give me 2 seconds, and I have something for you to. That is the journal that you find. Can you see
Oh.
it?
She came
Yes.
prepared with all kinds of fun stuffs.
Barely. Actually, I can't read. I can't.
I know it's hard to read it.
You can zoom in, but like even then you can't read it.
Yeah, it's real difficult. But this was provided. I did not make this myself. I would have made it a little bit easier to read.
Okay, so I
I
clicked on it and it says open up in another tab and it opened it up so I can zoom in better. I
okay.
found something on
Then yeah, do that.
I found something on one of my walk, a coin. I kept walking, found another one of them. Another. I know it's good. Found some mechanical parts.
I know it's gold.
Oh, I know it's gold. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Found some mechanical parts as well. Looks like it might be from a ship.
Must have gone down recently.
Doctor, in broken English, I'll say, can you read it? As my English reading is not very good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
get that Russian accent down. I gotta work on that.
Must have gone down recently, but I don't recall hearing anything about no wreck of late. Unless it went down in last night's storm when the lights went out. Better keep this quiet. I don't want the other two here to get a slice of the action. I will keep the journal as a means of documenting my findings. This has to be worth a mint. Do you want me to read all of it?
That's up to you guys.
That's February 13th. February 16th.
16th, yeah.
The coin catalog I bought in Folly Point is useless. One thing I know is that the coins are old, real old. I asked if I could stay on for as long as I can until I am sure nothing left there for me to line my pockets with.
To find a good lead.
And I have to find a good lead in these coins to
I
go
want
away.
to share some information for you. That thing that I shared, if you scroll down, it has it listed underneath it.
That's what I'm reading it from.
I was like, wow, sorry. I just saw it. Was like, wow.
I'm also going to do this so that if we want to scroll back to it quickly, it's in there.
Yes, and I can leave that showing to you guys if you just want to, double click out of it, but leave it up there. I'll leave it showing so that you have it.
We should read it because,
Okay, so we're going February. Then we went the wrong way. We should have gone to March on the next page, and then April.
So April
Okay, go
12th.
February. Now there's March 10th. The coins are getting hard to find. The two new. He's got a good lead. I'll be sending one more letter. Is that Michael or Michelle?
Michael.
Michael is watching me.
Michelle has 2 L's and an E at the end.
I bought a gun just in case. So the gun is missing. The bullets are there. I'll ask
Well, some of
De-
the bullet, like
yeah,
you see 6. So
yeah. Declan, are these the same caliber as your gun? Will they work for you?
Mine's a 32, so I don't know.
it says a revolver. Let me see if it gives me more details than that.
Because I have a 32 revolver.
Okay, I'm gonna say go ahead and pick them up, and we'll assume that they're 32. I'm not seeing it right here, but if I come across it in the later that says, hey, it's a different caliber, I'll let you know.
All right.
But I feel like it's probably, like, given the time and that it's a revolver, it's probably a 32. But with that, that's all that you see inside that writing desk. Now there is stuff on the table if one of you wants to make your way towards that, but I know that he is at the roll top desk So we'll go to that one. And um so when Declan gets to the roll top desk, it is closed, but it is unlocked. So if you
Alright.
open it, I assume that's what you're gonna do.
Yep.
It reveals a half empty but still warm mug of coffee and lots of stationery. You see envelopes, stamps, paper, bottles of ink, and pens. You see a mess of invoices for coin appraisals from a variety of Rockport antique stores. They're kind of littered all over the desktop. The quotes range from anywhere from $2 to $5, and they are all dated to late February of 1926.
I show it to the other two in the party.
Okay. Um, Hold on, let me
It,
see.
it
There is
seems
a large coin catalog. Under that, there are several letters that are from different antique stores, librarians, universities. Each letter begins with a "Dear Mr. Cassidy" and is followed by an apology, explaining that the sender is unable to determine the origin of the coins described in the received correspondence. However, all of the letters state that they are keen to see an actual sample so that they can carry out a proper, thorough analysis. If you would like to try to reveal more about the letters, it would require a library use roll.
I have that. It is 20. Would it be hard or extreme?
It would just be a normal roll. It wouldn't be hard.
All
Nope,
right,
I
so
failed.
I read the letters, and I have a good comprehension on them.
The one in the journal?
Yes, the one that you posted to us.
Okay, yes. He is trying to look at letters that are on the roll top desk, but failed his library use roll.
Oh,
So this would give you more information if you can succeed in it.
can I succeed a library roll?
I let them know that
Yeah.
I show them the letters
No.
and stuff.
All right. Well, it does. Good job. Oh, were we supposed to do hard?
No, it's
Oh,
fine. I said regular, but he
It's
got a hard success from it.
yeah, but no, but my thing is clicked on regular. I don't know what means a hard success. Maybe it's
I
just
think
the
it's the
how
the
far I
yeah,
made it
the
by.
number
mm,
between what you rolled, and that's
okay.
why I was confused when she told me she had to click hard success, because I thought that's what it was, that your difference, so like the difference between 8 and 20 determine your amount of success. But I don't know. I'm not trying to get into all of that. With his role, that he is able to reveal that the letters are basically, from what you can tell, largely in chronological order. The first letter is dated March 8th of 1926, while the last is dated April 2nd of 1926. The last one is from a Miss Anna Tilton of the Newburyport Society. Wow, words are difficult. And this is that letter, which is also difficult to read, but if you scroll down, it gives it to you.
So the other letters, I was reading them. I believe that's a journal, correct? Not a letter.
Yes, it's not a letter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just journal entries.
So that journal said that he got a gun. They've been going back and forth from the island to the mainland to mail letters and do shopping and things. So it is possible that they've got a boat to get us off of this island. But he also suspected Michael was getting paranoid.
What you doing the spot hidden roll for?
I was just seeing something about if 'cause it offers the check mark
Oh, you
stuff
were
and
testing it? Okay.
Yeah, I was testing it.
I just make sure you weren't trying to do. Okay, that's fine.
In that book, you said they had a coin collection book?
So there is where he found the letters on this drawer. Let me go back up to where it's at. It's a large coin catalog.
Does it say how many coins are in there?
No.
Okay.
That wasn't supposed to happen. I was
It's
just seeing
okay.
what the bonus and penalty was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. We're all learning this game, so like, if y'all are trying to test something, just tell me. Like, I'm not. I just didn't know if you were trying to do something. I don't care if y'all are trying to test stuff out. We're all learning this, so um, like I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff on the table. I don't know, and there's also a stack of paintings beside the table. I don't know if somebody wants to make their way over there.
I'll look at the
But
paintings.
So she sent a letter saying that they shouldn't deal with anybody from Innsmouth. Where he
If they
also
value their immortal soul.
right, and so he did write a letter to Innsmouth because he said so in his journal. So it is possible that whatever happened here, these people from Innsmouth got in
Yes.
contact with him.
I exited out of that letter from Miss McGillicuddy or whatever her name was. Could
Yes, Miss
you?
Cassidy.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
can you see it still again?
Yes,
Ye-
I can now. Thank you.
Okay. I'm about to say, I hit it again, so hopefully it went to you.
Miss Pina Tilton. That's who it was.
Yeah. We knew what you meant.
Oh,
All right, so arrangements to visit her at the Society Museum at her earliest convenience, and an appraiser to examine the coins. But she said the coins didn't have any style, that they were basically just decoration used at the museum. So why would she send somebody to appraise it if they're just decoration at a museum? Did I miss something in the
well, she
words?
offered to buy him as well for market value.
Right, but she doesn't indicate what the market value is. One, and but if they're like just decoration, why would she be even willing to buy them at all? Because museums don't have money like that. I urge you strongly to not approach anybody from Innsmouth about your find.
Is there a check for sense, like motive or something?
Uh,
I had to look at it in just a second, but you did say that you wanted to look at the paintings.
Yeah.
yes.
So
I'll look at the
um,
other table as well.
okay, so when he's looking at the painting, it says that there is a one piece. So like one of the paintings appears to show a window. It has a dark shadow with wide eyes that are leering through the glass pane in the window. Looking at it, you can easily identify that it is the window that is the same one next to the artist's desk in the room. So viewing this painting requires Declan to roll a sanity roll.
What do I roll for that?
Yes.
That is a willpower save.
Is it a power or something else?
Power. Yeah.
Whatever sanity is, I can't see your. I'd have to pull up your character sheet.
No, you'd
Is
have
that
it's the save is a willpower save. A sanity roll is a willpower save, if I'm not mistaken.
it is in D&D. I don't know what it is in the
Hold on,
20
I'll double check.
basis. So
In D&D, I think it's wisdom.
intelligence.
So you roll a D100, and a success is a roll equal to or less than the investigator's current sanity points.
I have 50.
So you would roll a D100, and that determines what, like, that number is what you're.
Um,
You want to roll under
I
it or equal
saved.
to it.
I saved. I got
So
42.
this painting with these eyes is very realistic, and it scares, like, it spooks you, but you don't lose any sanity points. So it's like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but like, I have a house with big windows, and you ever have where you think somebody's looking at you, and you look, and it gives you like one of those scares, but it's not. You're fine in just a couple of seconds. You just have to you have that moment of kind of just a little spookiness.
do we
I
recognize
fire.
it?
I fire at the. I fire at the painting because it
No,
scared me so bad.
well, I was about to ask you. I don't know if you want to do that because, no, you don't recognize anything from it, but you can do a natural world or science roll to examine it further,
Which science role would you prefer?
either biology or zoology.
Biology.
Obviously, for you.
Oof.
Fumble.
Oh, I am looking at that painting. Do I also need to make a sanity save?
Yes, you would. It's creepy.
Not so
I
creepy.
like.
I've dealt with worse.
I like how the Russian's the only one who doesn't. Who didn't fail.
Fail what? Fail what? The sanity save?
No,
It
well,
is saying
so all of you are like spooked by this painting, but you're not losing any sanity over it. Um, you failed your biology roll and you failed your
I did.
natural world. So, um, you don't know anything about this shadow, like this creature that the shadow eyes, or you're not learning anything from it. It's just freaky. And if you would like, you can try to examine the painting itself as far as like an arts craft roll if you have one.
Mm-mm.
What's
Uh,
what's your intelligence, Nance?
50.
So your sanity is actually 99.
No, I did mine through the character mancer.
Okay.
So I don't know how the sanity scores work per se. Like, how
Yeah,
did you
you
come up?
don't automatically get a 99. It would
I thought
depend.
I thought what I read was it was 2 times your intelligence and no more than 99, whichever's lower.
Hold on.
What's a character miser?
The character
okay.
mancer is
Roll 20.
yeah, that's how you create characters in Roll20. So it says you, for sanity, you roll a D100. If the result is equal to or less than your intelligence, then you fully understand and comprehend. Yeah, that doesn't help me.
How do you get
Yeah,
the
so it
sanity
can
score?
never be higher than 99. I will have to dig further into that, because
I'll look
but
up.
you're right, that is your limit. But we'll go with it. But some people are more sane than others in this game. So like somebody could have a sanity score of 30 when somebody starts off with a sanity score of like 70. It just depends on your
Our first
character.
nanism.
Nope,
Yeah,
Nan didn't
right.
say it. Nan didn't say it.
It's okay. Words are hard.
It
So if no
is.
one has a art craft like painting or sketching skill, then we'll leave that be. But that would be the next role that you could do for the painting.
I have an appraise.
Yeah, no, it would have to be related to the painting itself. So it'd have to be painting or sketching. But as you're flipping through there are many paintings here. They're all neatly stacked. There is one more image that grabs your attention. It features a nearby thicket, which you would have seen, kind of while you were walking up the path. It has the lighthouse and one or two other small buildings that you can see in it. In the darkness of the path leading into the thicket on the painting is the silhouette of a man. Unlike the first painting that you found, this one is dated, and it's dated February 14th, 1926. There is a corresponding rough sketch with the previous day's date in the sketchbook, but there is no matching sketch for the first painting.
You said what date? February 14th?
Yes.
So that was the day after he found something on his walk. He found that gold coin when he was walking. And then that painting happened on the 14th?
Yes. The painting is dated for the 14th.
And what does that painting look like again? I'm sorry.
You see that thicket, so there's a nearby thicket, and so you see it along the pathway, but you also
This
see the
one?
lighthouse, and yes, and you also see the lighthouse in it and two other small buildings inside the painting, but on the path that's leading into the thicket is the silhouette of a man.
Oh.
Is it Cassidy?
Well, you don't know, but could be. It's just a
Does
silhouette, so there's no more defining features on it.
okay.
Even if you were to examine this, the painting itself doesn't have any defining. So like it wouldn't matter for you to roll for it because it's not there, for you to find. It's just a silhouette.
Is the window facing towards where the thicket is?
The window that you're looking out of,
Yeah.
no, because you're up here in this building looking for stuff, and where the thicket is down here. So you would have to like really strain your neck to see it. But you've got all these other buildings in the way. So like you wouldn't. Plus it's dark and rainy. So even if you're looking out that window, you wouldn't see it.
Gotcha.
So on top of that table, that's all that you see on the roll top desk. You found the letters. But you also um found the paintings near the table. That's it as far as the paintings go. Now, I did mention earlier that on top of the table there are books. There is a repair manual for the lighthouse. There's a pipe and a pouch of tobacco. There's binoculars. But you also see sketchbook pencils, watercolor paints, paintbrushes, and paper all right there too.
Can I look at the pipe, please? And I want to
I want to look
see
at
if
the.
figure out what kind of tobacco it was used and when it was used last, if possible.
Okay, so it doesn't appear to have been used very recently.
Okay.
There is a pouch of tobacco, but it looks like it's fairly new. Like, only a little bit has been used out of it, but the pipe itself is clean. Like the last time it was used, it had been cleaned, and it doesn't appear to have been used recently. But that's basically all the information you can get from it. It's just a normal pipe. It doesn't have any other defining markings or anything on it.
I am going to stick that and the tobacco in my pocket.
Okay.
I'm not trying to hide it. If anybody wants it or is going to stop me for it, they can have it.
I want to check the tools and see if they've been used recently.
Like the sketchbook and the pencils.
No, the tools, the lighthouse repair tools.
Oh, it was a book. It's a repair manual.
Okay, I want to check. I want to check it. See if anyone's flipped to any of the pages or if there's any doodling in the margins.
Yeah, you pick it up and look at it, you don't see any doodling or anything. Now you can tell from flipping through the pages that it's been looked at a lot as far as like the pages are starting to discolor. And you can tell that the pages themselves are warped some from like how you flip through a book. But other than that, it's just a book and you don't have any extra markings in there. But you can definitely tell it has been used.
Do you think we should go go out and check these buildings behind the lighthouse, or you think we should just go up and repair the lighthouse before doing that?
I would think that we would want to look around just a little bit more. I feel like we're missing something.
Well, do remember that there were 4 rooms in this hallway, and this is only the first room you came to.
Right.
I'm going to drink some of that coffee. You said there's still a warm cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still
So
warm.
I'm still wet, and I'm going to drink a warm cup of coffee. And there's 4 rooms just on this floor, correct?
Yes.
You want to split up?
I think we.
Each one
No.
of us check one of the rooms.
Well,
I
yeah. I mean, let's stay on the same floor, and yeah.
So I was thinking about fixing that lighthouse thing that you got there. I'm concerned that if we go outside right away without getting completely warm, we could get sick again. Also, DM, I had typed out earlier. I was looking for a chain to turn a light on.
Oh,
As you-
I did see that and forgot about it. So, thank
uh-huh,
you.
uh-huh.
So what you actually see is you see that inside. What are you trying to turn on? Because in this study, the light is already currently lit. So where are you? Are you trying to turn something on in the hallway?
Yes, I want to light the place up. Basically, I don't want it to be dark at all.
Okay. So are you asked? So I did miss that. So let me ask this: Are you saying that you tried to flip the light on in the hallway before you went into this room, or are you stepping out of this room to go back into the hallway to look for a light switch?
I stepped out of the room because I went in the room to get the lantern.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Well, the lantern's actually was in the hallway, hanging on
Oh
the
well,
wall.
then yeah, then
that's
I
a
was.
good question. This is 1926. Is there actually electricity in here, or is it all candle power?
It is electric light. And you
Okay.
didn't know that until you went into the study. But you could see the light hanging from the ceiling. It's not a fancy light, but it is electrical lighting. So, as she would step back, do you want me to say? Do you want to pause the role play inside the study and say that this happened before you went into the study?
No, because I would have
Or
gone into the study first with the
okay,
lantern, and as we're stepping out, then I will feel around, look around for a light switch of some sort or a chain.
okay. So, when you step out into the hallway, you're gonna have to feel around the wall, like you said. Um, you're still seeing with that lantern, but as
Mm-hmm.
long as this hallway is, you're only seeing what, probably 10 feet
Mm-hmm.
around you in like a 360-degree radius.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's probably I don't know. It's a good.
Just
It's got 2 rooms. So what we say is probably, how wide is a room normally? I'm not a good builder. Um, It's not gonna light the whole hallway, let's put it that way.
right.
So
I
as
gotcha.
you're moving, you're using it and you're coming closer. As you are moving along the wall, you do see that there is 3 coat hooks that's by the door.
Mm-hmm.
As you're looking for the switch, only one of them has a well-worn oilskin hanging from it. There are 2 pairs of galoshes stands. What is that? Let me read
Galoshes
that.
are like your
Galoshes are boots, the
boots,
waterproof boots.
wellies.
Oh, I have never
Well,
heard it called that. Okay, so there are
Mm-hmm.
2 pairs of those boots that stand in a shallow tray that's
ain't
Mm-hmm.
good
just
for
beneath
the
those
mouth.
coat hooks. We
So
call
yeah.
them rain boots around here. Like, we don't
Mm-hmm.
I'm being a smart ass. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
like, I've literally never heard that, but, like, I
Yeah.
learned something new today.
So
Um,
galoshes are a little different than rain boots because rain boots
yeah, I
can
just
just
Googled it. I see the
yeah.
picture. It's got, like,
Never mind then. You Googled it.
it's got little grippies on the bottom of it.
Mhm. It's basically what the fishermen wear when they get out on the boat. It's why they're not slipping and sliding around on the boat.
Yeah, I just didn't know that they had a term, but okay, I see it now. I did Google it. Um,
You learn
so
something new every
that
day.
those right? Those two pairs are in a shallow tray just beneath the coat hooks. That you see that there is a space for another pair,
Mhm.
but it's missing. There is a pair of indoor shoes that sit beside the tray.
So I'm assuming that the ones that are missing belong to the guy who left without saying anything to anybody. Um,
This is also, let me pause you right there, because this is also where those two oil lanterns are, where you took one off the wall. So that's what we're
Mhm.
gonna say, that you lit that up. And you
Mhm.
found that lamp. Um, because I missed this reading earlier, so we're just gonna fix that.
Okay.
Um, as you get closer right there by the door, you do see a switch. So if you want to flip that, then the light in the hallway will come on.
I do. I do want to flip it.
So now you don't need, I mean, you might need the lantern, but you don't
I'm
currently need the lantern.
taking it with me anyways.
Yes, so the hallway is lit up. So if you would like to roll a spot hidden roll to see if you notice anything out of the ordinary.
What hidden roll? I'm so good at these today.
Is that everybody?
The if you follow her, then yes. If you're still in the room, then no.
I would
I
be
will say
following her.
there's not much else for you to find in that room. You've kind of discovered everything. Unless you wanted to go through the other door that that's not the door you came in.
Ooh, I got an extreme success.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a good roll. So, I Declan sees it. The two of you do not, but he notices that there are two bullets that are lodged in the hallway floor.
Hmm.
If you would,
I
Declan, if you would like to try to determine anything about the bullet holes, you would need a firearms handgun check or an intelligence roll.
I have
Is-
firearms
Yeah,
handgun.
so whichever one you'd like to roll to figure that out.
This is gonna be hard, but let's try it. Firearms handgun.
Nope.
Nope, that's a failure. Could I do an intelligence check, or was that just a check?
Say or, so we'll leave that. Now, if you want to, your character is pointing this out to them, then they can roll. Because it says or, so you had to choose between one of the two.
What were the two options?
Firearm, fire, firearms handgun or intelligence.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
have succeeded on an intelligence check, but failed on a handgun.
intelligence. Ooh. Oof.
So you keep getting close.
Man.
So you see the bullets that are lodged in the floor, but like you can't tell anything different from that.
Alexi, it's getting harder and harder to see in here.
Now, are you headed towards? So now that the hallway's lit up, you can see the other three doors easier.
Mm-hmm.
As you're looking towards one of the doors that's going to be on the back end of the hallway, close to the stairs that go winding up, you actually see spattered blood stains that lead from that door up to the stairs. All three of you are going to be able to see that, and I need you to roll a sanity roll.
I do
Bloodstains.
have track. I do have track. Could I use a track to track blood?
Um, in this case, you wouldn't need to. You would just follow it because it's right there. But if you do have a track scale, that would come in handy, potentially back outside. So, Dr. Kosher, you lose one sanity point.
How do you make a sanity point go away?
You keep track of it on your character sheet.
Yeah.
They don't
You
have
hit
it.
the edit mode. Hit
Yeah,
edit
edit
mode.
it
I
and
failed.
remove it. The same thing with Declan. And I'm gonna have to pull up that thing to track sanity because the more insane you get, you start to hallucinate.
Yeah, it's 14. You got to lose 14 in a day. So I rolled a 71, but I'm going to hit that button because I think that's what everybody's done. So I still succeeded. It's just
Yeah, you're good.
the
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what.
So did you see where I got the sanity, the points for Grimbar? Is it you encounter monstrosities of the Call of Cthulhu? The sanity points are are done from the POW, from your power. So if your power is 40, your sanity is going to be 40. So what's your power?
okay. So
My power is 50.
Then your sanity should be 50.
It is.
It
His
is.
is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it'll be 49 now because he just lost a point.
Mm-hmm.
But remember where you started because your sanity is determined by how many points you lose.
So
see,
on
what I had read was it was your power or your intelligence times 2, but not over 99.
well, then you would never go insane, Grimbar.
Yeah, it would not be 99. It shouldn't be that high. It could get that high if you were in a campaign by like discovering things, but the highest I think I've seen anybody start with is like a 65.
The other day, I was randomly making characters and I had a 75 in power. But I also was doing random rolls.
So when you lose points, I'm gonna try to keep up with it. Y'all only lost like the two of you have only lost one.
We
But
keep
we
track
would
of it on our
if you
character sheet.
get
I
yeah, you do.
I blew it then on both of those rolls. I failed.
It's
Well,
a
just roll it again. Put it back to where it should be and hit that button again.
yeah, that's fine.
Do it honestly.
So just keep it like it is. We'll just say yeah, it's success. That's fine.
See?
But yes, if you lose more than 5 points or whatever, like I'm trying to keep up with it myself, but we will actually roll to determine your bout of madness. So like
All right.
yeah, it can get to be a lot of fun. We may not actually encounter that here if you roll well enough, but the insanity can be a lot of fun in Call of Cthulhu.
So, seeing what I am bringing out the revolver, I'm on edge and I don't want to end up dying.
Okay, that's fine. You can walk around carrying it. Obviously you don't see anybody. Are you guys going like you're seeing this from a distance? Are you walking up to it? Or are you staying back? What are you doing?
I would, as a
I'm
doctor, I would probably walk up to it just to take a look and see, like, is it fresh? Is it how old it is? Because, I'm good like
Yeah.
that.
So as you get closer to the door and to where the blood stain is, you actually see 3 large golden coins that are lying on the floor, discarded. If you would like to learn anything about the coin, you would need an appraise roll.
I have a price, but it's only 5.
So there's 3 coins sitting on the floor.
Yes. They look like they were like just discarded randomly, like they just fell or something, but they're on the floor.
Okay. It didn't look like somebody had dropped it out of their pocket or it was ripped out of a pocket. You wouldn't
Yeah,
be
no,
able to
you
tell that.
can't. You can't tell for sure. You just know that it fell in some way. But
Mm,
they're randomly on the floor. Like you can tell they fell.
You want me to do an appraise check? Because I have it, but it's very low.
I have
Um,
the same. Yeah.
you should have
Alexi,
skill points and everything, but it may not be something you're good at.
do you have skill points in appraise?
I have
I
5
do
points in appraise.
I do not have. I think I have the same that he does, because I did not put points in it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you started with 5.
Yeah.
So you can
Yeah.
go for it, but you got to beat a 5, and that's going to be hard.
Especially with my rolls. Look at that.
I got a 34.
You can't determine much about it. Now you can look and see that it has some odd sigils and designs on it. But in order to try to learn more about those sigils and designs, you actually would need an occult roll. And you may or may not have that.
And a cold roll.
Yes, the occult.
I got a
Oh.
5 in a cult. I rolled a 41.
Oh, you were so
So
close.
close! That was so close.
Hmm. All right.
Okay. So you basically just found this coin. You can't tell anything about looking at it. Now, um
I
I mean,
suggest
go ahead.
we don't touch him because there's something fucked up with this island.
Well, in order for us to appraise it, we would have to pick it up. So,
Yeah, so you've held it. Now you can keep them or you put them
Mm.
down, whatever you want to do. Nothing weird happens when you pick it up.
I think I'll keep
Yeah,
mine.
I will put mine back because I value my life over some sort of coin. Because we don't know if these things could bring whatever caused the blood. So
I,
I'm
th-
just
I think between all
being
the
safe.
bullets that are laying around and the fact that there were 2 in the ground, I have a feeling the blood came from somebody who got shot.
Yeah, but that picture, it just freaked me out.
I understand.
So would you like to step into the room where the blood is coming out of, or what would you like to do?
I would like to step into the room where the blood's coming out of.
Okay. Well, it's not really coming out of it. It's just it's going
Leading
up to
into.
the door. Yeah. So like you see the door. Um you actually have walked into the kitchen. There is some dirty plates and you see a sauce pot in the sink. There's a table with 3 chairs and there are 3 doors inside of here. So there's one that's leading outside. There's one that goes into the hallway, so it'll be the door that you just stepped through, and then there's the one to the side that would go back into the study. So this is the door that you saw inside the other room. There is a small wood-fired stove that is located in the far corner. A still warm kettle sits on the earth, I don't know how you say that, next to it.
Earth.
Yeah. I don't know why that's a tongue twister for me, but one of the chairs lies broken on the floor. There is a small pool of blood on the floor beside it. I would need an intelligence roll to discover anything about the chair.
Is there any animals on any of the countertops? Does it look like they're cooking anything?
No, you don't see anything on nothing recently. All you see is that kettle. So the intelligence that Dr. Kosher rolled,
Finally.
you're able, yeah, right. You're actually able to determine by looking at that the chair was used as a weapon.
Here was the weapon.
And if you would like to learn anything about the pool of blood, I need first aid or medicine.
Uh, you pick, because I think they're the same. No, my
It doesn't.
medicine.
You can pick either one. Either one will get
Oh,
you the same place.
I think
What are the 2 options?
First aid or medicine. I would probably let her roll them. She's gonna have the best in either one of them. Yeah,
Uh,
she rolled. She has a 100 in that.
I do.
I have a
In
40.
both. Yeah, so she's never gonna fail. She's a genius when it comes to that. So you determine that the blood pool is recent and was probably formed within the last hour.
That's new. That means there are people on this island. Hey y'all,
Now you see why.
that's fresh blood, and there are people on this island.
Yes. Well, the coffee was fresh. You know, I mean, there's a lot that leads to that. So I agree with you. So we heard people in the bushes. So yeah.
There are some kitchen drawers. Would anybody like to look into them?
Yes, I would like
Okay,
to.
so you just
I'm
what
searching for a nice sized knife. Thank you.
yes, so that's basically all that you find. The drawers are fairly empty. Now you see some utility, like utensils in them. Shut up with the nanism. And you do find one like there's some knives in there, but you find one that's really available, like is sharp and doesn't need sharpening. So if you would like to pick that up, you can use it as a weapon. If you decide to do that, it is 1d3 damage plus any damage bonus that you have.
3 damage plus any damage.
Yes, I don't know why I did it. I was just trying to read what the spell did. I'm sorry on that.
You're fine. But that's it. Like I said, there's other stuff in the drawers, but it's just like random nonsense that you would find in a kitchen drawer, like the catch-all drawers. But there's nothing of use in any of
Jacqueline,
the rest of them.
if you go over to where the three little bubbles are on the far right hand side of the spell, if you click it, it'll give you a description of the spell.
Ah, okay.
So where would you guys like to go from here, though? There is the door that goes to the outside, or you can go back into the hallway. There are 2 other rooms inside of here.
I say
Mm,
we check the other 2 rooms since we're already here.
yeah, but I'm worried that there's people here now. I don't know that all of us should go in the room. I think one of us should be standing guard.
You are
Well,
not
I think I'm.
hearing any noises coming from like within the building.
Listen,
So
I don't
like
know if they got like
I
passed without a trace.
understand.
I don't
I'm
know.
just like D&D.
So,
Now
if it makes you feel, if it makes you feel better, Doctor, I will wait out in the hall since I'm the only one with a gun.
Or maybe not in the hall, but like in the doorway. So like you can see into the hall, but also if you need to shut the door to get inside.
Yep, I will do that.
Mm-hmm. And then of the 2 of us, uh um Mr. Alexi, which one of us has the better luck at rolling intelligence and searching? I think that would be you. Yes.
I have a 50 intelligence and my spot hidden is 40.
So that's more
My
than
spot
mine.
hidden. My spot hidden 70.
Well, you can't be looking for us items in here and keeping your eye out in the hall. That's not how that works.
And I'm just
Silly
telling you,
man.
I have a very high hidden
Yeah. All right.
spot.
All right. So you watch out in the hallway, um, and then
Well,
Alexa, you look around.
how about this, Alexi? What is your How good are you with a gun?
I don't have a gun. I brawl.
Oh shit. Uh,
so okay. You definitely want to play to your character strengths though. Don't try to do
Mm-hmm.
something, especially you can die so easily in this game. So like you want to be it's not like D&D. If your hit points hit 0, you are dead. There is
Mm-hmm.
no rolls to so you definitely want to be smarter in this game. This is just me telling you. Um Play to your character's strengths. Even then you still may die. Like you don't want to lessen your chances of succeeding on a roll, and that's what would happen if you tried to pick up something. So like him picking up the knife would be good because he's a brawler. He
I
doesn't
have a
I wouldn't
survival knife somehow.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest him picking up a gun because he's not highly skilled in firearms, you know what I'm saying? So it's not it's a little bit more, in my opinion, realistic than D&D at times.
That's what I like about
'Cause
Call of Duty. It's more. It makes it more realistic. Like if you fuck up,
like
you can't.
if
It's possibility you die.
him doing that might lead to that total party kill, you know, like but you still may die,
So
don't get me wrong, even with the brawls. Like it's really easy to die in this game. But like
so
you got 12 hit points. Like
I have 9.
exactly. So like I'm just saying, you are squishy in this game, as you should be, in my opinion, because you are a human
Yep.
fighting monsters. So that's
So
realistic.
could
So
I
when you're
possibly
leaving,
give him my survival knife?
well, he's already got the kitchen knife. But if you want to do that, you could, but I don't. It would be the same damage, so I don't see. That's up to you. That's up to him and you, basically.
I would give it if you got the gun. I'd give the survival knife to the doctor because she has no weapons.
No,
All right, then
I don't.
I'll give the survival knife to the doctor and tell her uh this isn't my gun, but this will
Um,
probably keep you alive.
I would think that a doctor would be skilled with a knife, but I don't even know if I have the skills to
You
be able to
should. I
do
think you
that.
have a brawl skill. I think that's what I saw in your character sheet.
Yes,
You
brawl, fighting,
Yeah,
handgun,
brawl. What number do you have for your brawl?
25.
25,
So that's still better than nothing.
and your handgun's a 20. So I
Yeah.
mean, you could risk it if you wanted to, but that's not a very high number.
So if I
Um,
take the knife, does like I don't have a skill in fight in that, or is it from the knife skill is the brawling?
that's how we would roll it. The
Okay.
brawl would determine whether or not you hit,
Okay.
and then the damage is determined based on the knife. It's a little bit different from D&D.
What kind of knife is it again? I apologize.
It
A
just
survival
does
knife.
it does it tell you what damage it gives you?
No, but it is based off of dexterity, and it's
Yeah.
1d4,
Well,
not 1d3.
what is your dexterity?
My
As the
dexterity is a
doctor.
30.
Yeah. Okay. We'll do the 1d4 because it is a survival knife. So if that's what it says, we'll go with it. I mean, his kitchen knife is a 1d3, but it does, if you have any damage bonus, add that when you roll.
So my
Because
dexterity,
if you look under combat, it has weapons and it has my revolver there.
it does
Yeah.
not put my knife there though.
It's fine. Just remember
I'm,
that you have it, and once
Mm-hmm.
you roll your brawl, we'll just roll it manually and do 1 3 d3 plus the bonus, or d4. Sorry, just note that.
Okay. Also, the reason I didn't go into combat is because it's considered outdoor travel gear. So I'm assuming it's like a I need to whittle some sticks type knife. It's not a stab you in the face type knife.
Oh, but if we're fighting for our lives, we will stab you in the face with that knife.
Sure, sure, but like a
Exactly.
kitchen knife would do better than this. Is what I'm saying. Like,
Okay. Um. I Well,
um,
whatever it says though, we'll go with it because I'm not seeing it on this list that I've got. So if he said it's got a D4 listed, then we'll
no,
go with
the survival knife doesn't have anything listed because again, it's not a combat weapon.
that. Okay, let me see if I can.
So my skills and my combat, when I use dexterity, it's a 30. My dodge is a 15. My build is a 1. My damage roll is a 1d4.
that's that's probably what I was seeing because I didn't see it because I was looking under combat. Because my dexterity is a 45, my dodge is a 27, my build is a 1, my damage bonus is a 1d4, and my movement rate is 8.
See, in my opinion, what a survival knife is, um, the ones that have the notches in the back of the blade. You know what I'm talking about?
So you want a
Oh,
hunting knife.
the serrated edge.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's considered a hunting knife.
Well,
That's
when I
also
Googled
considered outdoor travel
survival
gear.
knife, that was the picture that popped up, and that's what I was thinking. So, I mean, I'm trying to find a quick answer, but it's not giving me one. So,
We're in the kitchen, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So is there a kitchen knife that like a carving knife laying around
No.
someplace? No.
There are not other knives, but they are dull. So he found the one good knife basically.
Okay.
So
Was
I'll
there
give
a
that to you
sharpener?
if you want it.
No, you keep that.
what I'm
Keep
gonna
that.
Is
do
there,
for the sake of like just keeping the game going, and since I've Googled it and I can't because it is a utility tool and not a weapon, I can't find a number on it. I'll say just match the damage of his, and like I understand the difference in the knives, but we'll just say a 1d3 just for convenience sake, and go with it.
1d3. Okay.
Yeah, that's what his kitchen knife is, and I mean it's still going to be a sharp knife, so I feel like that's fair,
Which for me?
and we'll just go
because
with
my,
that.
my handgun's not even that strong. It's 1d8 to be honest.
Yeah, that's the best weapon y'all got though.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come out of the kitchen, though, there's a room directly across from the kitchen, and then there's one that's further down. So you have looked in both of the rooms that are on the left side of the building. So there's one that's directly across from the kitchen near the staircase, and then the one that's near the hallway door. Which room would you like to head to?
Is, is either of them illuminated?
No,
All right, so that's a good sign. There's no one there, so
Is
uh,
there
but
is
she does
there
have her lantern on her still. So even if
Mhm.
the lights aren't lit up when you step into the room, you're gonna see.
is there a um blood trail leading into that room? Or footprints on like dust or anything?
No.
Okay. So then I suggest we
The
leave.
only blood that you see is right outside the kitchen door towards the stairs.
Okay. Then let's start with the furthest room and make our way back toward the stairs.
and the blood inside the kitchen, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I just meant in the hallway. But yes, there is the blood pool that's in the kitchen that she looked at.
All
And
right,
she knows that
so
it was recent.
all right,
We
so
So
know
I
that's
assume that
human.
that Dr. Kosher and Alexia are going into the building or into the room, and that Declan's going to stay on the outside or not in the doorway.
Yes.
yeah,
So when the two of you enter the bunk, it's a bunk room. So you step inside and you see that there are 3 neatly made beds. You see that there is a large pile of books stacked tidily in one corner of the room. There are also 3 large cupboards, each holding soap. There's towels, fresh bedding, extra blankets, things like that. Um, there are a few of the cupboards. There's 2 of them that look like they contain various articles of clothing, along with a few small personal effects.
Are you saying
The third one,
footboard?
huh?
What are you saying? Footboard?
Footboard. Of
Cupboard.
oh, cupboard. Cupboard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
Okay.
cupboard.
Listen, we don't
It's like
say
an
that
arm.
like that around here.
It's an
Mm-hmm.
armor. It's
It's
like
a
an arm.
cupboard. But yes, it's a cabinet basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
All right. All right. Because I'm thinking like a foot locker that you would have
She
at the
yeah,
end
no,
speaks
of
I got
the.
hillbilly.
yeah,
She
no.
speaks
It's like
hillbilly, not English.
yes, exactly. I speak Southern. Um, the third one that you see only has linen and towels in it though. The other 2 look like they do have personal effects in them.
Okay.
Search the room.
Yeah, we'll search the
Okay,
room. Do you want to
so
lead?
I
I will
need
follow.
spot hidden from the both of you.
could I do a listen check to see if I can't hear anybody rustling outside
You
or
can.
possibly in the room?
Look at that, y'all! I win! I win!
Nope, don't hear anything.
No, you don't. So with the success on the spot hidden, you are flipping over a mattress. Like so, you're turning everything over inside this room, like looking, and inside of one of the mattresses, uh, whichever one wants to say they found it. Does I assume maybe we'll say kosher since you had the hard success.
There you
Find one gold coin. You find that there are 6 loose bullets, and there's a pocket-sized notebook that's all stuffed inside that mattress.
And a pocket-sized notebook.
Yes,
I'm gonna give the
and
bullets to
this is the notebook.
Declan. The notebook, I will point out to Alexi. And
And on
then
the island at night.
there's a previous criminal record involved in smuggling. Friend of yours?
No.
So there is a window in between 2 of the beds in here, and as you're looking, you think that you see eyes peering through the window, but when you look up, it's like one of those sideways glances. Whatever, if anything was
Mm-hmm.
peering through the window, is no longer there.
It caught us in the peripherals, and we got scared. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Hey, they found ship parts on the North Shore.
Yeah, that's where we came in, was the North Shore. So yeah,
But we didn't see ship parts there?
because they
I
found them
did.
all.
You found ship parts over there?
Yeah, that's what was sticking in our boat.
I mean, you
Yeah.
found twisted metal, but you didn't find any parts. Like, you know that there was a shipwreck there.
Yeah.
Mm. We got jump scared.
25 is 20.
Hey, Alexi,
Yes.
can you check those books over there and see what they are, by
Yes.
chance?
Yes.
I know this is a weird ask. While they're in the room, could I do another listen check because I didn't see them get scared, so
Yeah, you can.
I just be I just be outside listening, see if anything's going on.
Yeah, no, you can. I mean, you can. To me, you can roll it ever so often, anyways, because obvious reasons.
I hear nothing.
No, you don't hear anything. So when you look at those pile of books, there's nothing really special in them. It looks like just mainly reading materials. You do see another book of birds, things like that. But there's nothing of any importance inside the stack of books.
Okay.
It looks like basically somebody's reading material as they're winding down for bed. That is everything in this room. Unless there's something else, like if you want to peer out the window, but you have searched everything in here and found what you could find.
It's pretty bad. They're in the room and I didn't hear them get scared either.
Well, it depends on how they reacted. I don't know what the reaction is for them.
I probably would have done a double take. And can I look out the window? Like what's outside?
Yeah, you can look out there, but it is storming now,
Oh,
so you don't see very far.
like
And what you do
full
see,
on storming, lightning, and
yes,
thunder, or
like
just the rain?
um, yeah, all of it, and like
Okay.
there is, you see the grass, like everything's moving, it's high wind, the rain's coming down kind of at an angle, so it's dark and you don't see very far.
Okay. Okay. I won't. Is the window locked? I don't care if it's locked or not. I want to open the window. You probably lost it.
Who?
I want to open the window.
Okay. You can do that. You go. It's not locked. You open it. Rain just start like wind and rain starts to blow the curtains.
Mhm.
That's on the window, and water's just coming in. I don't know what
So
else you'd like to do.
it's the 20s, so screens weren't invented for Windows yet.
Yeah. So rain. You're just getting wet right now.
So I'm sticking my head out the window. Do I see anybody like climbing the side of the building? Is there something on, 360 around the window I'm looking? And if there's like a tree across, I want to see if I can see anybody in it.
So when you stick your head out the window, you don't see anybody climb. Like so, limited peripheral here because of the storm.
hmm
So
Right?
what you can see on the side of the building, you don't see anything like that. You do think that as you're kind of looking around you, up and above and around, some more sideways glances, you think you see some scuttering along in the woods, but you don't, or in the grass, woods, whatever you want to call it.
hmm
Um, but once again, as soon as you turn your head, it's gone.
Okay. Okay. I will
So you still
close
don't see anything.
close the window, and I didn't get dry yet, so why not get even more wet?
Right.
Uh,
It's worth the shot. I mean, it's worth the shot.
like if there had been somebody out there scaling the tower for whatever stupid reason they would be doing that, we wouldn't want to know, right? Like we saw a painting with somebody who saw somebody, or we read something with somebody who said they saw something staring at them, and we feel like we've got eyes on us all the time. Why not check it?
Freaky eyes in the painting.
You're right.
Okay, so now that that's done, I assume you want to go back into the last room that's here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I will briefly mention this. This is a very small room. It's right near the staircase, and when you go into it, it is very clear that it is a larder. This is the food storage. So you see shelves. You see that there are neatly stacked, dried, canned, and preserved food, all stacked with, efficiency. Basically, you can tell that there's enough to see 3 people through if it was cut off for any, for the mainland for whatever reason for months. There's enough food here to carry them for a little while. But that's all that you see in here.
All right.
Are there crackers in here?
Yep, I will grab some off
Yeah.
the shelf and give it to him. Here, you want some peanut butter? I think they might have some squeezed cheese if you want some of that.
I'll take some peanut butter.
There you go. And I'll tuck them in a jar of peanut butter.
So from here, you can go up the stairs. That's at the end of the hallway, or back outside. So what would y'all like to do?
I say we wait on fixing the lighthouse. I say we go check the other buildings that are on the map.
I think if we got light going around, it would be better. So that, because when I open that window and I will show him my hair is now sopping wet and my whole face is melting. Like, it's not good out there. So, like, we should stay inside as much as possible.
Alright, so upstairs. I will take up the rear while you guys are in front. That way, if someone was to try to come up behind us while we're climbing stairs, I can shoot at them.
So as you're climbing the stairs, in the hallway, uh, you do see blood splatter. So not necessarily footprints, but blood splatter going up the stairs. There's not really anything for you to learn from that. It's there. As you get higher, you have actually entered into what you can tell looks like the service room for the lighthouse. It is actually located immediately below what is called the lantern room, which would be where the light from the lighthouse is.
Right, this is where they would
Um,
like sleep and stuff.
so you can. No, they don't sleep here. This is the service room for the beacon, basically.
I have a 15 in electrical repair and a 10 in mechanical repair.
So what they're doing, like what you're seeing in here is right below where the lighthouse beacon would be. And when you walk into the room, you can actually see the mechanism that would be used to turn the lamp. It's mounted on the ceiling, and there is a noise. It is humming, and it appears to still be working. You also see a separate set of steps that lead up through a trap door into the lantern room above. There
Um,
are several boxes that are kind of stored periodic, like randomly, sporadically, whatever word you want to use, through here. Um, if you say you popped one open, you don't have to roll for that. There is each box contains a replacement bulb for the lighthouse's beacon. You also see a small workbench and a tool bag. And on the workbench is a log of the various service checks that's been performed on the lighthouse.
when was the last service check?
So you would have to do a mechanical or electrical repair roll to read the log.
Nope. I'm getting a bunch of failures tonight.
Well,
It's
that's the
okay.
fun of it. You said mechanical or electrical?
Yes.
Well, I have electrical, but I already did my mechanical.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would
they're the
just do
same.
one.
Yes. I'm consistent.
I think Alexi has to figure it for us.
Come on, Alexa, you can do it. No. No, you can't.
Oh, goodness.
Got this,
We
Alexi.
will fail.
Let me down.
Okay, so um, you're
Remark.
looking over
I
this
hear you.
log, but from what
No
you're looking
fish.
at,
I know fish. I know not electricity.
yeah, so your
I
fourth
know
character, if there had
electricity.
been one, should have been a mechanic.
Yeah, either that or I got heavy equipment operator.
Mm.
But that's actually boating. I'm gonna make that. I made that boating since it's not
Yeah,
I
it's a
I have electrical repair because of I'm a criminal and I'd like to uh take down security systems.
I
Mm.
will say that when I was reading through this, it said that you could recommend different occupations to your players so that they would have more success on the skills. But I decided not to do that because I thought that it would be more fun.
It is more fun. What are you talking
I
about?
was like, if I just go in there and like cater to you and tell you what to put in there, like if someone had asked, I would have suggested mechanical.
Hmm.
But I want you
I
guys to play
um
what you want to play, and we'll deal with what we face is what we face, and
I
I thought that was more fun. So
I almost did it because I was a fisherman, and so they got to repair their own stuff out at sea a lot of times. I mean, it would have
that's
been
true.
a good
It would have made sense.
yeah, but I didn't.
Yeah, so it's
It's
fine.
okay. We forgive
Um,
you.
but from here though, y'all are looking at these logs and you can read it, but
Hmm.
everything just seems to come out routine. Nothing stands out to you. So like you see these checks, but there's nothing out of the ordinary. Opposite the workbench, you guys actually see a table that has a radio set that seems to be in a semi state of disrepair. If you would like to do anything with the radio, it needs to be an electrical repair roll.
I will do an electrical repair roll because that's what I'm better in, I guess. Nope.
Well, it's a little better in it.
You a neurosurgeon? Maybe you know how to figure it out.
because those are the same thing, obviously.
Yeah. Electricity going in between things. That's
I am one horrible criminal. If I can't,
Did
if
you
I
want to
can't pass
roll
part of
electrical, Doctor?
I mean, I can, but
You don't have to. You're probably gonna fail, so like,
yeah, I'm probably gonna fail. Mm-hmm.
it's fine. I'm not giving y'all any penalties for failure. Now I think that if you have like extreme failures and stuff like that, but for base failure, I'm not bothering with any of that right now. Once again, I'm like I swear I'm like a parrot repeating the same thing. But like, if I was doing a campaign, I would worry more about that. But we're not, I'm not. I'm just gonna let you try, and if you don't succeed, you're no worse off than where you started. You're just not getting any better. So you guys mess around with this radio, but you can't get it to work. Like it's a little beyond your capabilities. If you had
Right,
someone a little bit more knowledgeable, you might actually be able to do something with it, but it's a little too far beyond your like it's a little too far out of disrepair for y'all to be able to do anything with it.
right. All right.
But that is all that you see in this room. So there is the trapdoor that goes up to the beacon.
Let's try the trap door, I guess.
I will stay down here, Doctor, just in case someone tries
Can
to
I
come
go
up the
first?
stairs.
Yes, sir. Please go first, and yes, please guard the door. I appreciate it.
They just 1926. A man will not let a woman lead, like especially like
Right.
that. I will not look up her dress because I know she's wearing a dress.
The skirt, but sure.
So I will proceed up the ladder.
Let's see. I'm gonna do a listen check just to see if I hear anything going on downstairs.
I'm definitely gonna check out his butt as he's going up the stairs, the ladder.
No, Declan has not been a good lookout. He hears nothing.
I have
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. Here's how this works. He's
It's
either
okay.
gonna
You're
see
trying.
it. He's
He's
either gonna
trying.
see it, or he's gonna die, and then we'll know we're obviously under attack.
Right. It's been
or
revealed.
you're or you're
Side
or you're
note,
gonna hear gunfire.
I actually watched a recording of someone doing this so I could like learn a little bit more about the
Mm-hmm.
story. And one of the characters was a kid. And so
Ooh,
there were only 3 of them, and the other 2 were trying so hard to keep him alive
oh,
and died in the process.
poor kid. Poor
Yeah.
kid.
And so that's why I told you, like, you could play as a kid, but like be warned, like, if you
You're
have
gonna
any kind
die.
of like, yeah, that kid will die. And as a keeper, that's what they're GMs in this game are called keepers.
Uh-huh.
But as a keeper, you don't take any interest. Like they just tell you to warn people. Like if you have any kind of if that bothers you and that's an X card, basically don't play Call of Cthulhu. Like
Right.
because you can die. Everyone can die in this game. Um but
So,
I don't think that's 100% fair. When I was also reading about this, it said that as a keeper, you could determine that no one died, that you could just be knocked unconscious. So I think that is, I, I'm going to be honest with you, Call of Cthulhu is a horror game. I would not do that because, like, this game is a survival horror game, basically.
mhm.
And not dying defeats the whole purpose of the game. But you do have that ability inside of this to not kill people.
So
That
here's
was a
the other.
mistake. I'm sorry.
It's
It's
okay.
okay.
So I did have a weird question.
Okay.
Um, what does his butt look like as he's going up the ladder?
I'm comely. I'm about mid. I'm about my appearance is like about a 50. Right down. That's what my appearance is. So
He's pretty average.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm healthy. It's hard. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's hard.
Mm.
He's he's got a firm butt.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got
He's
a
been out fishing.
yeah, I got a 70 strength and a 60 con and a 75 dex. So
Mm-hmm. Very lovely. Continue.
Okay. So
I
as
get to the
he comes
door, I'm
up
gonna listen, and
okay.
not that I'll actually hear anything because I have a low listen. But if I don't hear anything, I'm gonna slowly continue.
So as you open, you obviously don't hear anything in the room. So as you start to slowly open, I'm imagining that's what you're doing. You're gonna slowly creep the latch door open. What you are met with is a completely gory, bloody scene. So I need a sanity roll.
Thank God I'm not up there.
You keep succeeding so well. So as you're coming, so obviously this has spooked you. I would imagine that you're not losing any sanity over it. If you're anything like normal people with the sight of this much blood, you're probably shaking a little bit, um, that kind of thing. But you
I am
continue to
Russian.
go.
I am Russian. I have seen lots of fish blood. This is no scary.
So
It is.
as you're going up into the rest of the room, you actually see that there are two panes of glass that are in the lantern's windows that have somehow been broken, and there's shattered remains. So the little tiny bits of glass um, crunch underneath your feet as you start to lift yourself up onto the floor, out of the door.
Yeah, I brush the glass away to ensure that I don't put my hands on the glass and cut myself, and I'll ease myself up. And as I go into the room, I'll let them know that there is a lot of blood to brace themselves. It's messy, and the doctor needs to get up here. And then I'm gonna look around the room. What do I see?
Okay, so there is blood basically everywhere, so it is slippery. I will mind you that. Um, do you, as he calls down to you, do you come up, doctor, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'll come up.
I asked the
Okay.
doctor if she wants me to follow just in case.
Um,
How big's the room?
I'd
It
say it's
doesn't.
pretty small
Yeah, it
because it
doesn't
is
give me
just a trap door.
specifics, but it is going to be a very small room, and the light from the beacon is in here, so it's not going to be very big.
And the beacon is not working, correct? The light
No,
is actually not on.
the
Okay.
light is there, but it's not lit.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you want him to come up or not, but as you guys are making your way, like I said, it is slippery, so you want to step carefully. You see that adding in the blood. So, as you're looking around in the blood, you see the corpses of two men. Alongside those corpses, you see two bizarre fish-like creatures that are lying next to them inside this room. One of the dead fish things is latched onto one of the men's neck by its teeth, even in death. So they're both dead, but it's still latched on.
um,
And I need a sanity roll from you as well, doctor.
I would hope, dear sir, that you would not touch the fishy thing.
So, as a shocking turn of events, the doctor does not handle blood well.
I think it's the fish. It's the fish thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you only lose 1 point of sanity, so that's 2 point. He's gonna lose a point as well, so that's still only 2 for you guys.
This is why I left Russia and came here.
Because of the fish people?
One of these things killed my father, and I sold our business to come find these, and this is where my investigations have led.
Fish people. Your investigation led you to fish people.
I could have. You could have just told me this before, because I don't want to die.
It's just fish.
Yeah.
It's just
So
fish.
that is one thing that I will say about Call of Cthulhu. You have hidden motives that can be revealed whenever you choose. So, as the keeper, I won't tell you to reveal them. It's part of your character play.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But
I just
no,
throw
no,
that
no.
in. You know.
No, you're fine. It actually plays right into the Call of Cthulhu because that's the way it is. Like if you like you made your character, and you determined that like your dad was killed by some alien-like creature, you're investigating that. You can choose to hide that until it needs to be revealed. And like as a keeper, I'm not going to force you to or try to reveal that at all until you're ready to do so, which I think is kind of neat.
Okay.
So while
Cool.
Because you
you're
are
here,
investigators, so it's a little bit different from D&D. So like you are here, maybe not Declan's character because he's fleeing and he just kind of got caught on the ship at the wrong time. But the other two, there's probably a reason why you're here, and that's completely up to you as to
so
what it is.
you're here because these fish killed your father.
Correct.
I'm here to to study these fish because they have life altering things that happen within them.
Yes, they ended life. That is right. They have life-altering things. Correct.
They have the ability to heal themselves even after death. And I'm here to study the fish.
Oh, really? I take
Yes.
the knife and I cut his head off.
I'm just here. I'm just here because I was trying to flee the police.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
poor Declan's in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's just what happened. And now he's
Listen,
trying to keep y'all safe with his gun.
listen, I just need you to save me one fish. You can kill all the others.
How about I injure one of the fish?
You can injure it all you want. I just need one fish
You,
alive.
he's, you do as you wish, but be very careful. Be very careful. These are very dangerous.
Wait,
Very,
is
very
the
careful.
handgun up here?
There's your handgun up here?
Oh,
You'd have to
yes.
look.
We'll
No, the
search.
handgun that was missing from the room downstairs is the handgun
Oh,
up here.
that'll be good. Yeah. Uh, but we'll start looking as you know.
Yes. So I'm assuming you're going to start checking corpses.
Correct.
Yep.
So the body
I
that is you don't have to roll for this, not for what I'm telling you right now. So the body that's nearest to the stairs is very strange looking. The man is garbed in a heavy hooded raincoat and appears to have a narrow head and pronounced flaps of skin around his neck and jaws.
It's a
He
fish
also
man?
he
So
also appears to from the doctor can tell that he appears to be suffering from some sort of skin condition, going by his gray rough complexion. He has bulging, watery eyes that are staring sightlessly in the direction of another corpse. You can do a first aid or medicine roll, doctor.
Let's do a first
so he's
aid.
alive.
No, he's dead, but his
He's
eyes are
dead.
open and he's staring. So, when she looks, so when the doctor looks, you determine that this corpse has been shot twice, and that these bullet wounds are the direct cause of his death.
So he was
So the
killed
handgun.
with the gun.
So the handgun's up here. It's just depending on who has it.
And if we can roll well
Yeah,
enough to get it.
you have to keep searching. So next to the strange man that she just looked at, there's a dead fish creature. Both it and the one attached to the one that's lit like attached to the other corpse. You can tell have been shot as well. Uh, the one that's lying next to the strange man has one going through the eye, and the other has one going through the belly. Beyond the creature's obvious fish-like appearance and amphibious nature, this species of fish is not recorded anywhere in any book known to the investigators. So, even with his commercial background, any of your intelligence, you've never seen anything like this.
Hmm.
The bizarre piscine, like whatever things look that they would be extremely mobile on land due to their large muscular legs and perfectly at home in the water due to their fins and gills. So you have seen all of this without a roll. This is just readily available knowledge that's there to you. If you would like to learn more from the fish creatures, I need natural world, or biology science roll.
I have psychology.
So do I.
Yeah, it wouldn't be psychology. It would be biology or zoology because they're creatures.
Did you say the world one too? Natural
Yeah,
world?
natural world. Yeah.
Nope. So close, but nope.
All right, so let me get this straight. This is a fish man, and this is a man with a fish. Or do
So
they
yeah, you
both
have.
look like fish man?
So no, they look different. So the first man that you examined is a man,
Okay.
but it looked weird. It has scales or like gills and stuff on its neck. But it is not a fish. The other things that you are examining look like fish. And I will actually see if I can show you what they look like. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on. Oh, here it is. I knew it was here somewhere. There you go.
Creature from the
So
Bluff
that's the thing.
Lagoon.
So that's the thing that killed your father.
Hmm.
What the hell were you guys fishing for?
Gummy bears? Man, okay.
Look,
So you don't learn like you.
he is wearing a suit, and I'm going
Yeah,
to
so
search.
he's a little more fish than I thought he was based on this description. That is the one that's in the suit is the first one. But he's not as far progressed as the others.
So
So the
at
top
some
part of
point
his
we're gonna
head is
turn
like
into
a
the
fish, but like
Yes.
the lower part of his body is still like a man.
I think that they are turning into this. So, based off of the descriptions that we can see there, are we able to put together if these were the people from like the notebooks and stuff?
No, you don't learn anything more from because you failed your checks. You won't learn anything additional from what I've already told you.
Okay.
Um,
Does
now
he have ID?
common sense would probably tell you, and I just like what Romar was just saying. He's wearing a coat. You do know that there was a coat missing from downstairs,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that common deduction would tell you that at least that one is one of the three.
And there's a boots missing. So those boots that are missing, are they on one of these people?
The man in the suit or in the jacket has them on.
Okay. All right. All right.
Could I do some sort of check, see if the gun is up here?
So there's one last corpse, so I assume y'all want to check that.
Yep.
Yep.
Um, as you approach it, it he has a shirt on that identifies him as the lighthouse keeper. He has a heavy purse that is full of strange gold coins. It is tied around his neck and is attached to a thick leather cord. You do find a six-shooter. A Colt M1877 is still held firmly in his warm hands. He is still warm. All of the bullets in the chamber have been spent. The revolver appears to match the size and shape of the one missing from the desk drawer downstairs, and it deals 1d8 damage per shot once it's been reloaded.
So he's still alive-ish?
No, he's dead. He's not cold yet. He was
I
used
So,
the doctor.
asked
Happened
Yeah,
if
before
I
we
could take
came
the
up here.
ooh, one
he's
is
I
been
gone.
asked if I could
killed.
take the 6-shooter.
Yeah, you can have the gun.
He's
He
already got
has been.
one.
You
You
can
should take
determine
the gun.
from his warm skins, doctor, that he's been killed within the past hour. Like you determined the blood downstairs. He was killed
So,
recently, so he's
so
still warm.
can I help bring him back?
No, he's gone.
I have the
He.
spell resurrection, woman.
Let me look.
He says an M18.
177.
Hold on, let me.
It's out of Russian. It is a Russian caliber. No.
According to this, you can. It's going to cost you a 1d20 sanity points.
I'm going to
Okay.
put you on pause for just a moment.
All right.
Okay.
So I roll a
Hold
d20.
on. Let's read it. Because you got to have an ashy powder, which I assume you have.
Well, I'm assuming I have it because you gave me the spell.
Exactly. So like you're going to have it. Sorry, I had to sneeze. So I'm reading. It says, for the spell to take effect, the caster must succeed in an opposed power roll with the target. If the caster wins, the victim returns to dust. If the victim wins, it may try to prevent the caster from reciting the spell again. Let me see if I even have a character sheet for this guy, because I don't think that I do.
You could just roll a d20 and let it be done.
Yeah, I don't have a character sheet for him. We could try it, but this is definitely not this is not something they plan for you to do.
See, what did I tell you? Nan shenanigans. Like, happens every time. Okay. I roll a
Could you tell me what
d20.
the revolver is? Can you tell me what the revolver is one more time? Sorry.
It's a Colt. It's a 6-shooter, so a Colt M1877.
Oh, dang. That's gonna suck.
So I'm gonna go ahead and, like, while you're doing that, and say that after you count, so looking at the gun, you see that you take into account that there's 2 bullets in the strange man. There's 2 in the fish creatures, so there are still 2 bullets that are unaccounted for.
Can we find 2?
You can give me a spot hidden roll. You found 12 technically, because you found 6 downstairs and 6 upstairs. But these would have been shot.
Oh, I failed.
Nope, I failed too.
Y'all rolled really high that time.
Did you roll
I
your
cannot find.
d20?
Oh no, sorry.
Nope, you're fine.
I cannot find this freaking revolver for the life of me.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. You said it's a 1-8?
I don't
It's
know.
a
One.
Colt revolver M18.
So it's a revolver. Alright, let me just type in revolver and see if that helps.
It does say it's a 6-shooter too.
Alexa, did you roll one and I missed it? Or did he step away?
He had stepped away
I'm
for a
here.
second.
I'm here. What was that?
I was asking if you had rolled a spot hidden or if I'm just missing it. It's okay though.
I did not yet. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, you're fine.
I have M 815 52 millimeter, which is a pistol.
It's a revolver.
Well, what
Which is a
they
revolver is a pistol.
so if you wanted someone to have that doesn't have one, you could give it to the doctor, or you could give it to him. Whatever you want to do.
I don't care who has it, honestly. I really don't.
She does have
So
some
I'd give it to the doctor so she
range.
had something for range.
But then, what is Grimbar? What do you have for your character? Are you straight fighter?
Um,
He just said he had a pistol.
no, I
No,
have a
I'm the one with the pistol.
Oh, okay. So now, I would look at your character sheets and whoever has the highest. Let's see.
I think we all have the same.
Alexi has a 20 in handgun.
I don't have anything in a handgun, I don't think.
You got what it gave you.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I have too.
Which is a
I have
20.
a 20.
Yeah, for
so everybody
handgun.
has
So
a
like,
20. So it's the
and,
same either way. However y'all want to do it.
Alexi, I would prefer if you had the revolver. It does not bode well that a doctor of medicine would have
The
such
killing
an
machine.
item.
Okay.
You need to roll your d20, Constance.
I did.
Oh,
What'd
so
you
I need
get?
to also, you said I needed a spot.
It's a 6.
I got an 8. You're coming back.
Okay. I need to roll a spot check, you said, right? Or a spot.
Yeah, spot hidden.
Good job.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Grimbar, but that's
I don't,
Alexi.
I
It's
don't know.
okay.
I don't know how to change it.
Go to the
It's
cogwheel.
yeah,
You go to
it's
the
okay. I just was not paying attention and started to say it. His success, he's able to identify that there is a bullet hole in the lamp's lens. The bullet which caused it appears to have shattered the bulb. So that we're talking about the beacon itself.
Okay.
So it shattered the bulb inside before carrying on to smash one of the lantern room's missing panes of glass. So now you know how the glass got broken. So this at least explains to you why the lighthouse beacon stopped working.
I will be
And
right back.
I was about to say we can take a bathroom break. It can easily. He also is able to easily surmise that the second broken pane was destroyed by the other bullet. So you don't know where that bullet is, but you at least know where the other 2 bullets went.
Is there any signs of the guy that had the coins around his neck that he was changing?
No. And we'll wait till she gets back because she resurrected him.
I'm still here.
Oh, I thought you said sorry. Okay. Anyways, does anybody have at least a
Declan.
20 in mechanical repair?
No. Declan's the only one.
Can't
I
do
have 5, but that's it.
Does
I have
Declan have a 20?
I have 10. No, Declan has the same thing I have, 10.
Yeah, I think he does. Okay. So that's fine. You just won't know anything else about the bulb. That is all that you can find in this room. So I assume there's nowhere else for you to go from here other than back where you came from. So
Okay.
I'm assuming y'all are gonna go back out, or what would y'all like to do?
I done brought that man back to life. What is going on?
Oh
with
yeah, I
him?
forgot about that. ADHD brain, man. So he's like dead. You're gonna be able to bring him back for like maybe a few minutes.
Okay.
And then he's gonna go back to being dead. But what would you? He's gonna wake up and be like hysterical because like he died, and
Yeah,
now
yeah.
all of a sudden he's awake again. He's not very happy. He doesn't want to be brought back, so he's gonna be kind of angry with you, but he will answer your questions.
He better answer my questions. Bitch, listen. I just want to know what happened to you and
I hear that smile.
and and where did you go? Like not where did you go, but like what happened to you and how did you get that way? And who
Okay.
killed you? And who killed you? Yeah.
There we go.
So he's gonna be a smartass and he's gonna be like, the fish thing that's got its teeth in my neck, is what killed him. He's the one that's got the fish creature attached to his neck. Still.
Mm.
And it's still there. It's
No, he
still
cut his head off.
gone.
He cut his head off.
Oh, the body, the head's still there, but the body's just moved.
Yeah, but its jaws are still locked in its neck, and it is very specific about saying that it is still attached.
Okay.
So
Okay.
even if he cut the head off, it's still going to be attached.
Okay.
Oh
That's fine.
Oh,
I keep checking to see if they're done open micing.
yeah, so he's gonna. Yeah, I don't think he knows that he's open mic, but
It's okay.
yeah. He's gonna briefly try to explain to you that he was here with another lighthouse worker, and that there was also another man here that was an undercover agent that was here investigating, and he was looking for coins, and these hybrids began to attack. He put up a brave fight, the best that he could. He himself was able to kill 2 of these creatures, and then the hybrid creature, the strange man that you've seen, but he had to forfeit his life in the process. So
Where did the hybrid come from?
he's
Are these
not sure.
I
are
bet I
these
know.
from
So
Enith? Are any of these from Enith?
In mouth.
Inmouth?
yeah, so let me read to you this whole entire thing, because I'll just, for the sake of time, not try to role play him saying it all and just read it to you. It's on February 12th, a great storm ravaged Folly Point. An unmarked ship that was bound for Innsmouth was carrying gold from cultists of Dagon in the South Seas. They were using the lighthouse as its guide, so in order to avoid usual trade routes and remain undetected by prying eyes, they headed towards the light. Unfortunately, the lighthouse's lamp malfunctioned. It caused the ship to steer into nearby rocks, and it tore its hull wide open, causing a small but devastating explosion in the ship's boiler room, after which the ship sank, leaving barely a trace to mark its passing. Since that event, the Innsmouth's esoteric Order of Dagon has attempted to discreetly retrieve their gold from the ship. It has been no easy task, given its proximity to both Beacon Island and the popular sea lanes to and from Rockport. Although they have been largely successful, some coins have escaped them. They've washed up on various sites along the coast on the mainland, and on the north shore of Beacon Island. George Cassidy, the man that you're talking to, is the lighthouse keeper on the island. He stumbled across one of the coins one day after the ship sank, and has, over the last month or so, collected quite a haul of Innsmouth gold through careful and determined beach combing. He has
Okay.
also been attempting to discover what price they will fetch on the market, in hopes that he can convert the strange coins into a substantial nest egg for himself. So the rest of it says that up until now, the cultists have left the lighthouse occupants alone, mistakenly believing that no one had found any missing coins on the island. Although
Very
they
little.
blamed the lighthouse keepers' tardy repairs to the beacon for their ship being wrecked, they saw no point in seeking revenge. Things changed when they received the letter from Cassidy. The cultists decided to retrieve the missing coins. They have timed their infiltration of the island to April 12th, the night of the new moon, to give themselves the advantage of the extra darkness during the assault.
Mm-hmm. I
So
thought so. I thought so.
I'm trying to see if there's anything else here you might. So Cassidy's going to tell you that one of the fellow lighthouse keepers, Samuel Smith, so that's one of the other bodies, fled the island after one strange sighting. They interrogated, then murdered him. The cultists did.
Mm-hmm.
So on the evening of April 12th, they're calling so the strange man is what's called a deep hybrid, apparently. So one of the deep hybrids led a group of dangerous amphibious creatures to dispose of the remaining lighthouse crew and track down Cassidy's coin collection. The other hybrid remained. So
So he's
that
saying
is where
there's
you
one alive.
So he's telling you all this as in like this shipwreck happened. He found these coins. He thought that it would be a way for him to retire if he could get value out of the coins, but he screwed up and he notified the cultist. He still doesn't know where these creatures came from. Obviously, they're connected to the cultist, but he doesn't know why, like where they, like how they were created or anything about them other than they were trying to kill him.
Okay. Okay.
And that was a lot of reading, and I just paraphrased it. Like, it was really long.
Mhm. Can we go
And I
off
know
topic now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, get a drink, come back. So if
All right.
everybody would like to do so, we're almost at the end.
Yeah,
person, the doctor person, me, has now gone insane.
Because she did that spell, she had to roll her d20 for sanity and rolled an 8, which
Mhm.
puts her at 10 points lost.
Uh-huh.
And you had lost how many before already?
I'm at 20 out of 30 total.
She had lost 2, so that puts her at 10 total.
All right, so
Elnie didn't stay
you
long,
haven't.
did he?
You don't go insane until you lose 14 points in a session.
For you. So, so your different sanity is, so like if you had a sanity of 65, you would have to lose 13. Because her sanity is 50, she has to lose 10.
My sanity is 30.
Oh, it would be even lower
I-
than that.
My sanity's 50.
Yeah,
I
so
think
yours
it
would
was
be 10 points. So yours will be even lower than that, but I'm just using the numbers that's right here in front of me.
I think Alexi's is 50 as well. But she also casted a spell that made her lose 8 points.
Yeah.
But
But
that spell got us a ton of info.
she brought the guy back and got things answered. So like you got more information now. So I mean, it could be worth it. But she did lose sanity. So I will say that you do have an involuntary action, which I can tell you what it is.
Yep.
Or your bout of madness that you are experiencing is paranoia.
Mm-hmm.
So you're convinced that everyone is like trying to get you. So like, why are you looking at me like that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You don't even trust your own. You don't trust them anymore. You think everybody's trying to kill you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make this far worse.
What is your character holding in her hand?
Currently just that knife. And and the light, the lantern.
So you drop both. That's your involuntary action. You drop whatever it is that you are holding.
Wait.
So I drop everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I go to the light and make sure we don't get burned down.
I'm gonna look at you like
lantern.
I'm gonna look at you like, what the hell? Why are you touching it?
Also, this is
You
gonna
don't
make it
kill
far
us
worse.
all.
Is Alexi has the 6-shooter. I'm gonna be handing him the 12 bullets that will not work in my gun to him.
And now you're passing around bullets? Uh-huh. I think y'all I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna find the boat and I'm gonna get out of here.
I looked to Alexi and be like, "What's her problem?"
So does she take off ahead of the others and heads down?
Uh-huh. Totally.
Hold
Are
on.
y'all chasing her?
Before she gets to the trap door, I'm going to try to stop her, and I'm going to try to see, calm her down and see reason, and try to talk her out of it.
Let me see what.
Could I use psychology to try and help her get out of it?
I know those tricks. I was trained in those. Uh-huh, good luck.
I think I'm gonna check it with this book, but I think that would be a charm or persuade.
I have charm.
Yeah, but it was Grimbar's character that was doing it.
Yeah, but I was following him. Let's see what my
So
persuade is.
it says that charm is can take many forms: physical attraction, seduction, flattery, a warmth of personality.
I mean,
It can be used to compel someone to act in a certain way,
I
but it cannot
was
be
just flirting with him
contrary.
a second ago,
Hopefully, she'll
so
remember she was looking at my hard butt, and it'll help her calm down if I'm making the roll.
So if you would like, you could do either one from what I'm reading. Either one would be fine. Charm or persuade. Oh,
Charm was higher. My
Mhm.
persuade would
okay.
have been.
So I need you, Doctor, to oppose this roll by either a charm or psychology.
Oh, you
I got
guys.
success for my charm.
You guys. You guys. Yeah, I'm going. Peace.
So she's like completely lost it. Okay, so you think it's gonna work, and like she stops for a second, and she's listening to you, but then she just takes off again. Like, and in the back of
Okay.
her mind, she's probably like, why is he trying to do that? He's trying to kill me, and just takes off again.
Totally. No, totally. That's what I was doing.
Does an extreme beat a hard though?
No, because her
Oh,
success is by like 65 points.
yeah. She would win.
I told you I know those
Okay.
tricks. I'm leaving. Y'all can't trick me.
She's got psychology. That's why when I saw it, I was like, oh god.
I
But
I guess I
it says in the skill description it has to be opposed by a charm or psychology roll. So like, I mean, it's the rules.
I
But I
shall
was back.
okay.
Yeah,
If
have
you're gonna
fun.
if you're gonna die, then it's better to go alone than be with friends.
You can't fool
I'm gonna
me.
follow
Oh, you're following me.
her.
Okay.
So give me, before we go any further in here, give me a listen. All three of you can.
This is where I'm gonna fuck up and roll a high ass number.
Lord have mercy. Okay, yeah.
Nope. Because I'm
Let me
panicking. Everybody's focused on
let me
me.
ask this question. Did anyone, when you came in to the cottage at the very beginning, before you even went to the study, did anyone shut the door behind them?
Yes.
No,
Yes. I specifically said that I am shutting doors when we walked into the cottage.
I needed to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
did.
as she goes back down the stairs, are you guys still following her?
Yeah.
So
Trying to calm
I'm
her down.
shutting down.
Trying to calm her down the whole way.
As you
You
get
guys
down
are
to the
so
bottom of the
cute.
stairs, you hear the sound of splintering wood and glass smashing as you start to see these creatures infiltrate from the outside.
All right. So now
I
at
run
that
back up the
point,
stairs. I run
now
back up the stairs.
at that point, my logic would deduce that is definitely foe, and they may not be. So I'm probably gonna stay with them.
I run back up the stairs. I'm like,
So
fuck this shit.
I need a luck roll from you
For
to
me?
determine whether, from all of you, to determine
Okay.
whether or not something happens.
I got a 40.
Nice, nice.
I
Oh,
win!
lucky.
I win!
By 1 point.
I win!
The last time you failed by 1 point.
I know! I totally win.
Okay. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything here. Um. Okay. I didn't miss any. Let me. So we're still on this map.
Mm-hmm.
It has. I know it hasn't moved, but there's only 3 maps on this entire thing. So like,
It's fine. Theater of the mind is the thing.
exactly. I think Call of Cthulhu relies on that a little bit more. So we're just going to pop. Well, you are fighting inside this room. Oh, that thing's big. How do I make it smaller? Oh wait,
Shift,
I can make this one.
hit shift, and then click.
I did something weird. Okay, hold on.
I have determined that you guys are less scary than those guys.
I mean, we both also have guns. Just
Yes. And all I have is I don't have any weapons.
I picked up the knife, so just in
I
case
can't
you
make
need
it
a weapon, I
smaller.
have the knife again.
Why can't I move this thing? Hold on. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can. It's right there, right?
Yeah. Why won't it let
So
me
you
move?
gotta click on it.
I did, but then it's not going anywhere. It
You
won't even
can't
let me
move
Did
it.
you
move
go
it.
to the monster layer? Did you go to the monster layer and
There's
under the
not.
layer settings?
There's not a monster layer in,
There's a GM layer, but
and
it
that's
won't let
not
me
on
move
the
it.
GM. Go into the journals page and make sure that you have permissions to control that character, because
That's what
that's why
I
you
felt
couldn't
like,
move
yeah.
me. You couldn't move me because you didn't have permissions to move me.
Yep, that's probably it.
And it can be that big. Not gonna bother nobody. Unless you got like 20 of them you gotta put in there.
Okay, why can't I move it still? What is happening? I just gave myself permission. Why can't I move it? What is happening? Here, we're gonna
Did you
delete you.
did you save it?
Yeah, I just went back and opened it and it was still there. Oh my god, it's broken. Hold
I'm
on.
not a GM on this one. I can't help you.
Yeah, it's fine. It says it can be edited and controlled by me, so I don't know why it's.
Did you go into the token and tell the token to let it be edited and controlled by you?
Um. It says controlled by character settings.
Yep, that's not you.
So how do I change that? Because it's not letting me change it. Wait. No. Let's see. Hold on. Edit. What? I don't know how to change that because it won't let me.
Short of making me a GM, I can't get in there and do it. I think he's fine where he is, and I think he's
Yeah,
big.
we'll just leave it. It's fine. It just won't let me. I was just trying to get it where it's not on top of you. But I don't know. I'll show you
How
later what
about
I'm talking
this?
about.
How about if I just move me? And then, Declan can move him. There you go, see?
So there are 3 of them. We're just gonna ignore the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
They have busted through the window and the door. So 1 is standing in the door and 2 have come through the windows. And they're standing in front of you. And let me see.
You guys called them here, didn't you? This was all you all, wasn't it?
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I didn't even know about these stupid fish creatures. You're here to freaking examine them.
I'm
He's
here to
here because
examine. I'm here to examine the fish, not the creatures.
they're fish creatures.
You all led them here, didn't you? This is both
No,
of
it
you.
would have had to been you.
You're the one that's father got eaten out of this. What do you have to say about it?
I'm here to eradicate them.
Well,
What do
then,
you mean? Go ahead. Keep talking. I'm looking up combat
uh-huh.
rules because I don't know how.
Go and you eradicate. That's what you need to do.
I don't see a rat. I see fish.
It's about the same.
I think the doctor's lost it.
I may never have had it.
I mean, I was just minding my own business and got the short end of the straw and got stuck with you guys on this.
Well,
I was just trying.
at least if you make it out of here, maybe think about not being a criminal.
Oh, okay. So I got you said it's an MP 181.
Yes.
Is that what you said that the gun was?
Mm-hmm.
1A. Oh wait, what I said?
Yeah.
It was CP, I think, but it was 1A like 77.
You didn't say CP.
You
That's
said
okay.
MP.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
It does. We can't find the gun in the game.
If it's an MP181, I just found it.
Yeah, hold on, I'll tell you. I already closed it out, but I can go back. I can tell you what it is. It's not. It's an M1877.
M1877.
Yeah, that's what it says specifically. A Colt. But we know it does 1d8 damage. So if you can't find that one specifically, I think all the guns do like the same amount of damage. So if you got to add another one, we'll just go with it. Because I know his pistol, like the one that Declan's got, does the same amount of damage.
Yeah, I have a 30. I got a 32 revolver that does 1d8.
So if her turn order in combat is determined by your dexterity, I don't know how that applies here. Let me read it again. It
Remember,
says
click your token.
whoever gets the first opportunity to attack can be an important issue. Determine the order of attack by ranking the combatant's dex from highest to lowest.
Oh, here it is. So click your token, just like when we're playing regular D&D, and then go to combat and click on your dexterity down in there. And it'll put you on the initiative order.
Okay, just so you know, Colt Army M1877, 38 caliber. It's a double action, does a D10. If
Well,
it's
it's a different caliber. It's a different caliber bullet, so I'd say it'd be a higher hit die.
well, you have a 32 caliber, right?
Yeah.
There's two of them. So I'll send this list to Candace here. How can I do this?
You mean Constance?
Constance, I'm sorry. I
It's
apologize.
okay.
That
It's
was
okay. That's
really
my D&D character name. That's why I said dependent on what you're looking at. My gamer tag is Archangel 13. That's why if you message me, my Discord is Archangel 13. But it's all me. I'm the same person.
All right. We just need our Russian friend and the monsters on the turn order.
I think our Russian friend's going to go first because I think he has a higher dex than Declan.
okay. So I think we should all hit the same ones and just take them down
I'm not hitting anything, so
and get
you're aware,
behind me.
as I don't have a weapon.
Get behind me. And so if we're going by Dex,
Did
that
you
would
say you clicked on? You
So
clicked on Dex to roll it?
you click on your character token, and then you
Mm-hmm.
go to combat and you click the dexterity button.
Yeah, okay. This looks different, but this should be.
Nope.
That didn't do
Nope.
it. Oh, I see it.
There you go. Alexa, you went into the
It
wrong
it's
one.
it's different from yours. It's a little bit different, but it's because I can edit it, so it looks different.
Alexa, you want to go into combat in your or next to your skills, and then click the dexterity button. There you
Oh,
go.
Oh, if it's 38 revolver, then you can just choose the 38 revolver at the top of the thing.
There you go.
Gabriel, yeah.
so apparently,
You found it, Constance. I'm proud of you.
I did. I am going to allow, because the rules say I can do this. Declan has been readied for a while. So even though he doesn't come first in the turn order, because he is ready, you can take the first action, and then we'll go into turn order.
Alright, so I'm gonna fire at one of the fish creatures.
Okay, which one?
Are they 15 yards away? Because that's how far I can fire. Is
Oh, they're
15
going.
yards.
You're in that hallway. So yes, you'll be able to hit any of them.
Nope. I got 58. I miss.
Okay, let me read there. I don't think movement applies here like it does in D&D, where you gotta have like specific movement.
Well, you do
So
have movement. You do have movement. It should have.
yes, theirs is swimming though, is what it tells me, which does not help me.
Right.
So
All right. So basically, if your size, if your strength and your dex are both greater than your size, your movement is 9. If your
okay,
strength
yeah,
if your
I
strength and your dex, if one of them is equal to your size, your movement is 8. And if they're both lower than your size, then your movement is 7.
My movement is 8 because my strength is 70, my dex is 45, and my size is 65.
so this one right here actually gets to yeah, what is happening? Anyway, the one in the middle is the first in the turn order. So these I can't physically move them because it's being stupid. So we're just gonna do
Mhm.
theater of the mind here. Um, because I know it's getting late and we need to finish it. So, these creatures like it moves and it moves like almost like a ravenous dog. Like that's the way these things are. So it's just launching towards you. This one, let's see how are y'all centered on the map. Who is that? So this one's actually going to go towards Alexi because we're just pretending we're in the room and he's directly in front of him. Stop. My computer's being stupid. So he is going to try to like hit you. Let me see what it described the hit earlier and I can't remember what it said.
Weren't they latching onto people's necks?
These are the people that do that, but we don't know if that's what they're doing.
Yes, they do that, but I don't know how many hit points you have, but it just did 7 damage, but it hit you like with its. So they have 3 different attacks they can do.
And who is this against?
You?
It's you. I hope you have more than 7 hit points.
Well, I have 12, but because I took so much damage in one round, well, that's 5. I think you have to take. I think it's 6 damage or more in a round. You get a major wound.
Yeah, so you're wounded, but you're not dead.
All right,
It
I'll
should
just
say under
bring you back.
conditions. If you go on your character sheet, Alexi, it says how much wounds you have to take before you get a major.
Yeah, I'm looking at it because he's right. I read it earlier.
I just have to take 4 hit. I just have to take 4 hit points, and I get a major wound.
I will give you this. I don't know how this. Let me hold on. Pause on that for just a second because there is a dodge.
And I do want to roll it. I am.
Exactly. I just don't know how it applies here. So this little short rulebook I got doesn't tell me. So let me look here. Um.
Just a heads up, if people like Call of Cthulhu, I would keep an eye out on Humble Bundle because I think last month they did have all the 7th edition Call of Cthulhu books for like $25.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it quickly, but there's so much in this book that is not.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to tick your major wound box, by the way.
If I take the damage, if I don't dodge it.
Exactly. I'm trying to freaking. Where is it? I'm gonna have to Google, not Google it, but
That's
search
like-
for it because.
Come here.
That's not what I want.
Dodge allows an investigator to instinctively evade blows, thrown missiles, and so forth. A character may attempt a dodge at any number of times in a combat round, but only once per attack.
Yeah, so you can attempt it. I don't know that you'll succeed. I
I'm just
found that
trying to
about the.
figure. I'm just trying to figure out what the dodge is going against.
With it going,
Okay,
it's
both
going.
the dodge.
I think you just roll it against yourself.
You roll against yourself. If you don't
Either.
get it, you take the
It's
damage.
like the other skill checks. You either succeed or you fail, but it doesn't go against their. Like, I don't have to roll for them. So you'll take the 7 because you
That's
failed.
my roll, not her. Please.
Oh.
Sorry. That's
Goodness. Why are you confusing me?
Because I'm trying to figure out where my stuff is.
I'm just kidding.
Oh shit!
You rolled better than she did. But yeah. You're not
But
dead
we
though.
went lower.
Major wound.
So the next one that goes is this one on the right. That's
I'm
going to
not
go toward.
in my box. It's 6.
It
For
should be
what?
there. It said click the box. Hold on. Let me pull it up one
Extreme
minute.
damage is. Oh, I took 7 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be a
Yeah,
condition right there.
your major wound threshold is 6.
Okay, because you said I took 7 damage, right?
Yeah.
So
So
that
it's
means
a major wound.
5 left.
And I don't know how this is gonna play out. Y'all will have to kill them quickly, or they because
You're
I
gonna
will
kill us
say
fast.
Well,
the one that I told you I watched, all of them died. Like all of them. They didn't make it out.
mhm.
I was like, damn.
In the meantime,
They tried. They killed one of them, I think.
are you coming? Who are you coming out to fighting up next?
It's going towards Declan, so I'm just making them go. They're going to charge straight into whoever's in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, this one's not
Yeah,
actually
I'm
going
gonna
to move though.
die if he gets an extreme.
What the heck is that?
I don't know.
I'm going. That's 57. No, I don't have that
Hold on,
much luck. I don't believe.
let me pull something else up.
I was going to look at my luck, but I'd have to pull a lot of luck. Because I can use my luck to make my dodge pass. I have 70. I can use all of my luck. And I can bring that up. 50. What was the 57?
You rolled a 96 versus the 57.
So I'd have to roll a third. I'd have to use 39 luck to make that dodge work.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what the bonus is. I don't. Is
That
that
is-
how it? Is
I
that
get
how?
what you're doing. So as long as you subtract your luck points, we'll just say that you dodged.
That just rolled a D10. That didn't roll your anything.
Yeah, you just roll your luck, I think, don't you?
$70 to 40 is 39, 30. So I got 31. There you go.
That's
Now
not working. That's so stupid. Okay.
so I passed it, so I dodged. So therefore, I don't take the damage. Correct?
Yeah,
It sounds
well,
like.
he clawed you. So if you dodge, then yeah, he's just gonna miss you.
Okay.
Now you may not be able to do that again because you use so much points, but like it at
Correct.
least gets you through that one.
Correct.
So I am going to do it this way. Let's see if it will. The target is actually 30, but it won't let me roll. He's gonna actually fire a projectile needle at Declan, so it'll be a ranged attack. But however, when I click on it, it's giving me that syntax error, so it's not set up correctly. So I'm gonna roll the fighting one that works, and we'll just use the 30 instead of the 40 because it's being stupid. And I don't like the way these monster sheets are set up for Call of Cthulhu. But whatever. Either way, that's a major failure because it would be a 30. But your lucky day. So that one fires a projectile at you. However, it misses horribly.
I shout, "Doctor, they can shoot! Get
Yeah,
behind something!"
they have 3 different attacks. You can already guess what the third one is.
Biting my face off.
Yes, bite because you've seen it. So this one, the third one's gonna go straight towards the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not what I wanted to open. And where is that? Anyways, it attempts to bite you, but as it lunges for your neck, it just barely failed. It's
Look, I'm on your side. Why are you trying to
so
eat me?
she's like freaking out and manages to move at like the right time that she doesn't take damage. So y'all got lucky with that round. So it is
Alexi, she's a sympathizer!
it's Alexi's turn. Now I will say you do have options here before you go. They're trying to attack you, they will kill you. That they're not, you can obviously already tell that. You do have options to try to escape. You can try to flee. That is an option to Call of Cthulhu. I don't know what y'all would like to do. I do know that the doctor has went crazy, so that's up for you guys to decide. But fleeing is an option.
Hurt them. Not me, not me.
Well, just because I want to see how it works here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna going the wrong way, go here, pull up my character sheet. I'm just gonna brawl. I'm not gonna shoot because I'm trained in brawling.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm just gonna brawl. And where is my brawl skill? This will go to combat, I guess.
It should be. I know it's taking a little bit longer, but we're also learning all this, so
Yeah. So
I say take y'all's time and learn the character sheets because it's definitely different.
I'm gonna probably make the doctor go even crazier because I plan on doing something.
so I get a 1d3 and
Which one are you attacking? The one that attacked you?
yes,
Okay.
and I get a d3 and a d4. So I get 4, 5, 6 damage on him.
So
That
you
d6 is a d3. So
okay.
4 divided by 2 is it's a 2.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So you killed it.
Oh,
You
nice.
did such a great job, Alexi. Maybe you're
So
not
you're
the bad
brawling.
guy.
I'm assuming that you like
I
As
did not pull the gun.
as Matt Mercer would like to say, how would you like to do it?
Okay, so
Tell
what I do is
tell us how you killed it.
if he comes in and hits me, I dodge him and then I throw punch him. I
Throw
just
punch him.
I punch him right in the gills. So I crush his way of breathing.
I'm just gonna delete that one because it won't let me move it. So okay, that
What is it?
was
How's it go?
fantastic.
How's it? Fatal what? Fatal boom.
Falcon punch.
Y'all might survive it. I'm impressed. Okay, so now it's Declan's turn.
I'd like to cast Withered Limb.
Okay, you're gonna have to put it up so I can read it.
A terrifying spell that designed to torment and cause permanent damage to a target. The caster must be within 10 yards of the target for the spell to take effect. The caster must succeed on a opposed power roll.
Okay, so go ahead and take what this says right here. Is it costs you 6 sanity? So go ahead and take those away. Now that still only puts you at 8, so like you're fine.
Yeah.
Just delete 6 sanity. Bring it down, but you're still only at 8 loss, so you haven't went crazy yet.
Oh. Well, it says D6.
Okay,
D6
so
sanity. Oh,
yeah,
I rolled.
I was just reading right there. Where you can roll it if you want to. I was just reading where it said sanity cost.
Yeah, it automatically rolls it when you roll the dice for it.
Oh, I
So
got you.
it wasn't. I rolled a
It
6,
says
so I lost 6.
it says that you have to beat
Do
me
an
in a
opposed
power
power
roll.
roll.
So that's a 15.
I got a hard success.
So yeah, but he succeeded on a power roll and with a hard success, so it probably means he saved, right?
Let me see what the spell says, because
If successful, the caster nominates an arm or a leg. The said appendage rapidly and painfully withers and shrivels, causing 1d8 damage and causing 2d10 permanent con loss. The victim loses 1d4 plus 1d8 sanity points.
but I think he's it's a hard success with a hard success, so I think that they probably did save. Which would mean that you wouldn't. It's like an all or nothing right here. So if you fail, then you don't do anything basically. But you didn't necessarily fail; they just succeeded. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, that was my turn. I ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I think if I had rolled a normal success, you probably would still succeed, but because it's a hard match and a hard, I think they match, so it just like cancels each other out. But that's perfectly fine. You guys are still going. The doctor can still go. So let's see what Crazy Pants can do.
Crazy Pants is going. Crazy Pants is going to punch the little dude in front of her,
Okay.
and then I'm going to run up and not really punch it, but slap it. You know, like I'm scared of you. I hit it.
So
No,
bitch
I'm
slap.
not. I'm going to run away. Is it me? The professor did it.
But you know what I imagined when you said that was that scene in Naruto where Ino and
Yes.
Sakura are fighting each other, and Ino goes to punch her, and then she just bitch slaps her all of a sudden.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the scene. I started rewatching that recently. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, okay, so the younglings get to go again. That is what they're called. The one that is in front of Declan, it gets to go first, so it is going to actually charge at him this time. Since the needle missed, and try to claw him, and it
Nope.
fails.
Our rolls tonight, you guys.
I know,
Our-
right? Like, y'all, if I have succeeded, y'all probably be dead by now. Like,
I mean, you
Would you
almost
load-
killed freaking
I
Alexi in
know.
one round.
With one hit point, or like the low hit points that are in here, is like, yeah, I'd probably be dead by now. Like, it's crazy. Okay, so then the other one, if it will let me click on it, is going to try to bite the doctor again, and once again fails. Lord have mercy.
He did. That's how we're still alive.
And it is Alexi's turn again.
I look to him. I look to him like I point to the doctor, save her.
Get him. You get him. Make him go dead.
Fuck.
You rolled a 97.
How do we even roll that high? I mean, seriously.
Like, what's the chances?
Jesus Christ.
So much failure on this screen.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can I change something up? If I'm
What is
using that M1877, it has 2 shots. I can shoot 2 at a time because it's a double action weapon. So
Okay.
can I?
You want to say that instead of the brawl, you did that?
Yeah,
Yeah, if that's fine. I'll let you do that.
we'll try that. See how it works.
Normally that probably wouldn't work because it says you get 1 action per turn, but I want to see if it works, so we're gonna go with it.
No. Okay. I'll stick with the brawl. Because I'm not trained. I got a
Yeah.
50 in brawling and I got a 20 in handgun. So
Yeah, that's fair. You almost got it though. You rolled pretty
Okay.
low. Declan, it's your turn again.
I'm gonna try to fire at it at close range.
Okay, go ahead.
That just doesn't sound smart.
I got a hard success,
All
and it
right,
was 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay, so you shot this. You hit it in what looks like his shoulder. It has a gaping wound. It's bleeding, but it is not dead.
I wish I knew if this was a double action gun, but it's not. I don't think it is.
It probably isn't.
It says
What do you have?
on
A
attack. It
32
says
caliber?
with a 32 caliber. It says 1, and in parentheses 3.
So you may get
Just a
um
Colt 32 caliber is a single action.
yeah,
Alright.
and you probably
Only
that's
one
probably
shot.
how many times you can fire before you have to reload. The 3, I would
Hmm.
imagine.
No, it's a 6 shot. So I don't know what
Is
the
it?
3 means.
I have no idea.
So I don't know. I don't know what the 3 means.
I don't know. We'll just ignore it for now because I have no idea. I thought that might be what it meant, but we'll figure it
So I've
out
already
later.
fired it twice. I've already fired it twice. So I'm
Yes,
guessing it's at half. It's at half. Almost a half ammo.
maybe that's where it's at because you fired it and it's discounting it. So you started at 6 and it's counting the one that's in the chamber. So that 1 and then 3 is after time you fire. Doctor, it's your turn.
Punch him again. Yes.
You succeed, so roll your damage.
I don't know how to do that.
Now the
How do-
damage is just you're going to do a D3 plus whatever. Go to combat. It'll tell you what your damage bonus is.
Oh, it's a D4 or one
You don't
D4.
have that knife no more, so
Yeah, I don't have the
Yeah.
knife, but my regular attack is 1D4.
yeah, a D4
Uh,
plus whatever
you-
the bonus is.
Yeah, 1D3 plus your bonus, which is a D4. So she does a 1D3, a D6, and a D4.
A D6 and a D4.
So you did a 2 and a 4. You did 6 points like I did.
Make him dead.
So are you shooting this
I,
one?
I I punched him.
Oh yeah, whatever. You know what I meant. Okay, so yes, this one is dead.
Look what I did, Alexi.
So it's their turn again. This youngling is Once again, charging. It's still going towards Declan, and it. Lord have mercy.
Declan, are you okay over there?
Apparently,
Yeah.
I can't hit shit tonight. So the one that succeeded, he dodged. It's okay. Like it means y'all survived. So
You the one that got hit. I'm glad I had that. I'm glad I
yeah.
had
So
that luck.
like you can see, if I was succeeding, like you guys would be dead in 2 hits. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy.
Nuh-uh. You rolled a 5 there and rolled a 6 earlier. That's 11. I'd still be up with 1 hit point.
So it is Alexi's turn.
Come on.
I'm just
Alexi, you
gonna
can
go
do
back
it.
to brawling. There you go. Hard success.
You can do it.
D6. D4. So I did 1 and 4, which is 4 damage.
Okay, so yeah, that one was already hit. So it is
Mm-hmm.
dead. So I will take you out of
Oh.
combat. You don't know. So where you're at, you don't currently hear anything. But what would y'all? So like, you don't hear any more coming. That doesn't mean there aren't more. But what would you like to do?
GTFO.
Get the fuck out. I'm gonna decapitate them. I'm not gonna have them coming back to life.
Okay.
So I did find
If
out
what
what the
she
3
said is
means.
true,
Okay.
The 3 means on the 3rd round you should reload.
Okay.
That's all it means. It's you fire once, but you get it's letting you know after you fire the 3rd round, you probably should reload.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
But
So which way are you heading? Like back the way you came, up towards the north, or are we going towards the south?
I
North.
want to reload my gun first. I want to reload my gun first.
I'm
I
going
just
this way. I'm
That's
not
fine.
waiting.
We will say that like as you're moving, you're reloading because you would be able to do that.
I am moving this way. Wait, did we land up here?
Yes,
we
I
were
had
at the
told you
top.
wrong in the beginning.
Okay, well then I'm going the
I told you
opposite
you
way.
were in the south. I just read it wrong.
It's okay, I'm going this way then.
are you just bolting and that's it?
Well, I don't have any other reason to stay, do you?
Well, yeah, we want to check the other buildings. We want to make sure there's no more of these creatures on here. I'm gonna call you and get you to try to
So
see
who
Reed.
all? Um. So you can all roll 1d6 and take that number, and that's the amount of sanity points you get back for surviving that assault.
I got 4.
Yeah, so give yourself 4 points back. Kosher, you definitely need to roll this and get some points back.
I did, I got a 2.
I haven't
Okay.
lost any yet.
Yeah, but you still survive, so it's a reward for surviving, so you can still get it.
So I can actually have um an amount, an extra amount. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that.
I'm
Okay,
gonna.
so did you take the gold off the guy's neck?
Yes.
Okay, so you
I'm
all
not
can
touching.
roll.
I'm not touching the gold, but yes.
You can roll. Each of you can roll 1d4 and get that back in sanity points.
Roll another D4.
Yeah. Well, the first
I
one
got
was
another
completed.
4. I'm back at full sanity.
Kosher, you were rolling low. You're the one that needs it the most, so you're rolling low. Okay. Who all actually killed a youngling? So I think
I did.
Alexi killed 2, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
roll.
my kill got stolen.
Yeah. So roll 2d4s and use that number, and you get that, and then 1d4 for the doctor.
Give me a 4, damn it. There you go. I just had to yell at it.
So what are you going to search the other buildings, or are you getting the heck out of Dodge?
No,
So,
I'm gonna search the other buildings.
I'm at 27 now, so am I normal?
You are not normal because you need to get back to 30, but you are not in the state of hysteria anymore.
Cool. So then, if that's the case, I'll probably hang out here with the guys and chill.
I asked, do you want the knife back?
No, it didn't do me any good, so.
That's because you threw it on the ground.
I have a bonus of sanity now.
Yeah, that's fine. It's actually listed as a reward
So
for surviving.
I
do
have 64 out of 50.
Do we want to search the buildings, or do we want to get out of
This
here? Because we don't know
up
if
to
these
you.
guys
You
are
have-
coming back. And
you have the gold. So you could, and there is a chance that if you stay here that you'll get attacked again. So it's up to you.
I want to search.
Let's search one, and then we'll leave.
oh,
All right.
okay, I'm good with 1.
So which one do you want to search?
The big one.
Of course, the one that's going
You've
to have.
already been. So number 2 is the lighthouse. You actually already been inside of it.
No, I'm talking about the one that's on the other side by itself by the thicket.
Oh, I'm so tired.
So-
She said number 2, and I started giggling.
This one, number 7 or number 5? So 5.
This one.
Well, y'all gonna have to agree. One of y'all saying 5 and one saying 7. So which one do y'all want to do?
He wants to do 7 pretty bad, so we'll go to that one.
Okay.
Something tells me there's something far worse in there.
Is the name of that building? Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta find it on here. I done closed it out.
You go first.
All right, I'll go in first.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to make sure I got the right part here because I had closed it out. So as you follow the path, it's still storming, by the way, so you're walking through chaos. Just off the path behind the lighthouse, there are 2 small sheds, which you're walking past those. Then you see that there is a larger shed, which you can tell as you get closer to it is a workshop. As you are approaching the shed, plus like getting to it, opening the door, going inside, you can see that it contains various materials. There's mechanical parts, tools, oil lamps, and even a workbench. If you would like, you can you can make tools here, fabricate a tool or a weapon. You also see a hammer along with nails and corrugated iron sheets that can be used to fix the shed's roof if you would like.
Why would we like to fix the roof?
Because it's leaking and water's coming in.
But we want to get out of Dodge.
If there's a boat here to get out of Dodge, we might not have a boat. We might have to go in there and try to fix that radio again.
Maybe.
Well, I will say this. You came from the north, and when you were coming in on the northern pier, you did not see a boat.
That's why
So
we're
let's-
checking the south.
Yep. Yep.
Exactly. So are y'all going to head towards the southern pier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you pick up the binoculars off the table? Because I don't remember.
Yes,
I
I did.
did not.
So you have them. I need you to roll him specifically and just him because he has the binoculars. Roll a spot hidden roll. Let me go back to the.
Failed miserably.
Okay, I am going because you have the binoculars. I'm going to use it like an advantage in D&D and say roll it again. Oh goodness gracious! So with your binoculars, you're not seeing anything. You can get closer to the pier if you would like.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll come out to the edge of the woods.
Ask,
I'll
do you
relook.
see anything?
I will
So
respot if I can.
if you other two, since he failed with the binoculars, if you would like to roll a spot hidden roll, you can.
I'll hand them around, see if they can see anything. I'll hand it
Okay.
off.
Hey, that's fine.
I have a 70 in spot hidden.
Yeah, but with our rolls tonight,
Look
and
at
look,
there.
And I fail.
Okay. You rolled a 19.
Oh, man.
So, that's just a regular success. You notice a small light.
Hey, look, there's a light right there. How'd you miss it? Right there. Right there.
It's raining.
I, it's raining.
And
Okay.
I'm not the most, uh, I'm not good at seeing far away.
So as you get closer to that light, it is by the pier. It's a small light, a lantern. It You can see a small yellow rowboat that appears. It's right alongside the pier, but up on the shore.
let's go. There's a rowboat.
Yep. I'll make a beat.
How
We'll
far
be
out
on
in the ocean are we? Should we
We're
be?
on an island, dude.
You are 650 yards from the mainland. It's actually to the right over here, or to the left.
It's a half a mile. We're about a half a mile.
We
So
can do
once you
it.
get
Let's go.
in the boat,
I'm in the boat.
someone will need to pilot it.
That would be me.
Good luck, sir, because, we got here for the same reason you're about to take us out.
I have horrible navigating skills, but I have somewhat good spot hidden.
So I will where's my character sheet here? What is it? Piloting a boat.
Yeah, it should be pilot.
Oh, remember it was occupation heavy machinery, operating heavy machinery. Occupation heavy machinery.
Nice.
What, that's a spot hidden. Wait a minute. Oh, I got it. No, hearts
No,
is
you got it. You saw Declan's roll. Okay, so yeah, you're able to successfully navigate you back to the mainland. The storm is still there, but the water on the south side's not quite as bad as it was on the north side, so you're able to kind of pilot the boat safely. So when you get back to the mainland, are you going to try to sell any coins you found?
I have the coins because I believe y'all didn't want to pick them up.
You dropped them.
Well,
You dropped everything in
was-
your hands, and we had to pick it all back up.
They were in my
But when-
pockets.
But when you searched that last body, the one that you resurrected, he had the coins around his neck.
Oh, that's right. And then Alexi picked them up. Yes.
So are you guys going to try to sell them, or what are you going to do with them?
Yes, we will get a. Let's see. What was her? Hold on. Where's it at? That's not it. We are going here. No. Wait a minute. Nothing saved.
I know her name started with a T or P. T or P. I don't remember.
Yeah, Penny Tiltman or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll look her up.
So that is fine. There's no specific guidelines here for this, but it just says to tell you that if you decide to sell the coins, that you manage to raise more than enough cash for you to go on a nice, extensive vacation that will help you recover from the terrible sights that you saw on Beacon Island. Although it's doubted that you'll ever feel safe enough to go anywhere near the ocean again.
Ha!
Yeah. I'm going
not
back. I'm going
Russian.
back home.
They're not Russian. They know nothing.
Yes. So
Nothing.
that is the end of it. So once you made it back to the mainland, you're
Hold on,
safe.
you
But
said
like I
there were
said,
3 maps. Where are the other maps?
Tina Tilton.
the only map that you haven't seen is this one that I
need
could
to
have
see it.
shown you, but
I
I
need-
didn't move you to it. Hold on, I'm moving it.
Yeah. I'm going back home.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, cool. That would have been a good one to been in.
Yeah, I
For the
kind of
group.
forgot about it till after we were already started.
Yeah, that would have been a good room to be in. Yeah.
But now you can.
What
This is
room's
like
that?
where you came in at, and all the things I told you. It's just this is where the blood, this is where the blood stain was. That's the kitchen. This is the study.
Very
This is the
nice.
bunk-
Very
This is the
nice.
bunk room.
Well, Constance, I would have to tell you that is an introductory to Cthulhu. I like it.
Yeah, it is. And when I was reading it, it is very short, and it depends on so if you had decided to go different ways, they may have attacked you sooner. So if the game can be really short or it can be longer, and it actually tells you you can throw more into it to make the game last longer if you want to. But the module says 1 to 2 hours.
That's for people who know how to play.
Yes.
Exactly. So, but yeah, I thought it was when I was watching the other people play it. I was like, I think it's a perfect introductory into Call of Cthulhu because it's you can die very easily. Like I said, most of the people I saw died, but their keepers also rolled better than I did. So y'all got lucky that I was failing. But if
I
those
also
things hit
like.
you, they can one shot you. So
Mm-hmm.
it could have been bad.
All right, I'm ending the stream now.
I
Ending.
literally failed every single listen check.